Hey, Cali, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey,
and hold up.
Cali.
Well, that's why it didn't work, because my phone ain't on. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Damn it. Okay, hold on.
You don't hear me. Oh, you don't hear me, do you? Oh, I just sang for no reason. Oh, wait, did she just kicked herself out? Hold on, folks. I'll just resend the thing there. Cali is trying out some new headphones, so that explains the current technical difficulties.
Yeah. I wanted to. Yeah.
You hear me okay?
Technical difficulties. Man, these are like really a little slightly sound canceling. They're a little weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I wanted one that would turn around so I could be like, break.
Is there like a setting for the microphone part of it, or because you come in and out, so I don't know if there's like a setting on your headphones.
No. Hello, can you hear me now?
I hear you now, but you just hear a bit muffled, so I'm not sure if that's just the microphone part of the headphones. They're pretty dope though, because they got the flashing ears.
Oh, it was like, oh yeah, they had ones that were like $100, and I'm like, no. Yeah, I was trying to get the one that the microphone would be there, but then it has a phone jack, so it's just like, no, I want wireless because we're in the future and everything. So I know the devilish Amazon, what are you gonna do?
I know everything I've been getting is coming from there, so I can't talk shit. Dearly. Hey, Cali, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, Cali, baby, I got your money. Okay, I can't finish it.
Oh my god.
That's what I was singing earlier, and I'm like, I was like, here's this.
No, I totally heard it. I'm like, oh boy.
You did? So fuck. I just did that twice for no reason. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Rated G. I'm your host, G TERADO. If you are new here, welcome to the show. This is a podcast where I sit down with my fellow artists and creators, friends, new friends, old friends, and we sit down to have honest discussions about art and life. Pretty simple. We get real deep on the creative pursuit, and we just talk about, we share other aspects of life, our experiences and all that. So and we also like to have a laugh too. So it's a fun roller coaster ride. If you enjoy this content, you resonate with it, you vibe with it, please be sure to subscribe, especially if you are tuning in through Apple, Google, or Spotify. If you are watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe and help out my channel. I've been posting more frequently, some more video content on there just to build up the views and all that. So that would really help out. Do all the necessary things for the algorithm, right? Everything's about algorithm, so please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, share with your friends, all the good things. And be sure to check out the show notes as well. Anytime I'm featuring a guest, that way you can check out the links and follow them outside the podcast and just continue to follow their journey. And I'll have my stuff in there too. Okay. But yeah, and then for everyone else tuning back in, welcome to the show. Welcome back, and thank you for your continued support. And if you haven't already, do all the things I just listed there. And yeah, let's go. My guest today is a frequent guest, making her fourth appearance, I believe. So she's no stranger to the show. She appeared in the very early episodes of Rated G. New Jersey artist, visual artist, punk rocker. What else? I saw you changed your profile. You're Afro-Colombian artist, right? I think I got that right.
Yeah.
I think that's what you wrote.
Well, yeah. No, pretty much. Yeah, that is what I wrote. Yeah. Hold on.
Please welcome back
Now I gotta think of
one and only Cali Smith.
Yay! Oh man, sorry, that caught me off guard. I don't know why it caught me off guard. It was like, oh, duh, he's gonna ask that. Of course, he's gonna ask that. Dude.
I try to do justice on titles or job descriptions, but I'm terrible at them because I'll look at them and then it doesn't stick. So I start second guessing. I'm like, I hope I got this right. And you've been on the show like a bunch of times. So I'm like, what do I say? What have I said in the previous episodes? But
yeah, I think we'll probably repeat ourselves. That's what I'll ask you. Like, have I talked about
sure.
This?
So I mean, well, you know what? Like, because I started sharing on YouTube, been gaining some new. I've been getting some new subscribers and new followers. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if we repeat. We haven't caught up since your last appearance, which was last year. So a lot of time has passed. So anyone that's new here, again, you surely meeting Cali for the first time. Super dope chick. Yeah, we've known each other for some odd years now. So it's kind of crazy how time is flying. Because I had someone on recently, and we were talking about when we first met, and I was like, fuck, that was like 7 years ago. It's kind of crazy. But I think you and you and I for what, going on almost 3 years or so.
Yeah, but yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, so
I was trying to catch up. I was trying to catch up with a lot of your podcasts, and I'm like, oh my god, you did so many because you're like, taking a hiatus. And then I look back, and there's like 115. I'm like, damn, that's some hiatus. And then one of the episodes I did pop on, you're like saying, oh man, how do we meet? I'm like thinking myself, I'm about to like talk to the podcast like an idiot, saying, gee, hello. No, it's okay if you don't remember because I barely remember myself. But how we met was because like we just met through the internet because you were doing a show in Roselle, and I wanted to see who was going to be at Roselle because I like to see who are my local artists. Because the towns that these local artists are in don't give a rat's ass about shit. They don't. And I saw your stuff, and I'm like, man, this guy's like way too fucking good to be here. Like, sorry, everybody else. Sorry. Yeah, I know you're trying. Yeah, but nah, this guy's got legit skill. Like he went to school. Like he got taught it. You know. So I was like, let me follow this guy because I want to support him because he's probably like me. Like we're struggling, and our towns don't support us whatsoever. Nobody cares about us.
Everything you said was true. Like that is how we met. I've always been very appreciative of your support. Again, very kind words there. Make me blush a little bit. But you too. I mean, I gravitated towards your style too. I love the way just I always feel indifferent with the word style, but I mean, in terms of the way you stylize your characters, I like it. I'm into it. So, I mean, you're really talented too. I love the way I love the way you, how everything comes out because you incorporate, like, I don't know if you want to call them quotes or slogans or there'll be messages within her art, and the way she fits that in there, it's really cool. Plus just her color palette, your color palette's fucking awesome. I love it. I hate to use the word popping. I mean, they're popping just like your headphones. Like that's your aesthetic. It's like super colorful. And then it's got this fun, I hate to use the word cute, but they are cute character designs.
Yeah, they're cute.
But they got this badass, like boss bitch vibe for each character and the messaging again. So I love your aesthetic and your style as well. And that's why I guess we just kind of we are the way we are. Every time I have someone come back on the show, I kind of reflect on all the past interactions and stuff. And I'm like, Cali has always been or has been one that I really vibe with very well. So, I mean, to be honest, and like, and that's just like, me being very sincere, and then going, I guess, thinking business wise. I'm like, yo, like, great, I can like great content with Cali, especially with the stuff we talk
Yeah.
about, and like, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun.
because it's like, yeah, because sorry, because I may be political, like, but that's like not all. I mean, nobody. I mean, maybe you can be political and your whole life circles around that. I mean, my life technically has circled around being political and social justice and all that jazz. But at the same time, it's like, I like I like comic books, I like movies, I like a lot of stuff. Like because shoot, this whole past 2 months, I've been just like, it's like I need some records. I went on eBay, got a whole bunch of mess of records.
Mm.
People are like, I'm such a little scavenger. I'm not gonna. Yeah, here's another thing about me. I am a scavenger.
Are you
I am a little scavenger.
would you call
What?
yourself a collector as well?
Yeah, I am a collector because I will say no to certain things. I'm trying not to be a hoarder.
No, well, yeah, right.
Like,
It comes to that point. It's like, all right,
yeah,
am I still a collector, or am I just hoarding things now? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'll give you an example. So somebody was putting out on their curb a dual cassette tape. It's a Kenwood, and apparently I just found out this is like the fancy schmanciest thing. And so it's like I got that for free. I'm like, okay, I guess I can better get some cassettes, which I was into anyway. Because uh, sometimes records, it depends because it depends on what album it is. Like okay, so I'll give you an example. So I had like the hardest time finding the soundtrack to this movie I really like, which is called You Can't Stop the Music. And this is supposed to be like a loose adaptation of like how the Village People got started. It's hilarious, super 80s. The songs are really fantastic. I love the soundtrack. The records were at a price for me, so that I got this cassette that was like brand new in the package. So I was like, okay, here's my money, give me that. Of course, I busted it open. I ain't gonna like put it on the shelf and
Yeah, yeah.
admire it. No, no, no,
Hell yeah.
no, no. I'm not that type of person.
Right.
I don't
I
care
mean,
what the value is. I'm
if it
busting it
has the
open.
inserts too, right? You said it was a fresh
Yeah.
uh cassette. So, right, did they have album like art in there too, or like like CDs? Did they have like little
A little
cassette
bit.
art?
A
No,
little
probably
bit.
a little
Yeah, yeah,
bit.
a little bit. It depends. It depends. It depends on what era.
Oh, right.
Like don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. Like maybe early, like a suit when they just came out in the early 80s. Not much, but like like what was it? Late no no early 90s.
Mm,
Like between 80s and early 90s. That's when they like the jackets you can like take out and like spread out, and they have like some sort of art.
right.
Um, yeah, but I try to get those tapes between like closer to the 90s because they're a little bit more fresh. I just got oh man, I got a Fuji's tape. I was like so
Oh,
stoked.
shit.
Oh,
Nice.
let me tell you about that one. So I hit up this thrift store. Can't really tell you because if I tell you, everybody's gonna know. But whatever,
Yeah,
people will
yeah.
figure it out. It's not that hard.
That's
Anyways, this
smart.
particular thrift store I had,
Good thing you caught that.
yeah, no, because everybody goes there. But the one great thing is that I'm not just gonna say it, white people or white guys think, oh, I'm gonna go here, get this like mint condition yada yada and sell it for a cajillion dollars. And I was like, no, dummy, the thrift stores aren't stupid. They know what's valuable. But in any case, so I always know they're gonna pass up like any rap albums,
Ah,
rap or yeah, they always pass it up. I'm like, oh, score, I got it in Vogue. I don't even like in Vogue, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it anyway because it's in Vogue. Or I got a single. What was it? A single. Oh shoot. Oh, it was a TLC
nice.
single. It was when they were. Oh, it was like when they were early. They had a picture of them. It was in their early days where they were like day glow outfits, and it was like great. Oh, I was like, it's so fantastic.
Oh,
So
just blew smoke out of my nose,
I
and it
was
was
looking at you. I was like,
oh
oh
my
yeah,
god.
I'm looking at you. I was like, you
Yeah.
okay? Oh no, I saw it. I was like, I looked away, and then a half a second, it's like your little nose and everything else is a little red. I was like, oh,
Me
what's that?
being
It
me
backfired.
trying to be cool, I guess. No, that's
Not that bad.
I
Yeah.
and that's cool that you at least you have the like the cassette player, because I just had an old friend on recently, Gia Grillo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gia. We were
Yeah.
talking about, because she's a collector as well. Big cult,
Mhm.
like cult classic geek. you know, like just a big collector. And we were talking about I forget what in particular, but she's mentioned that she has 4 operating VCRs, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a lot.
Wow.
I mean, like,
yeah, that is.
so yeah, I'm like, then that's what kind of I don't know if I asked her, but in my head, I was like, when is it hoarding at this point then? Because like if you got one, I like maybe 2, right? If you want to back up. But if one is working real well, if one is working really well, I don't know if I would need 4.
That's a good question. I mean, yeah, if you have VHS, it's good to have 2 because you get to, I guess, cross record technically.
Okay,
the other 2
that
is
makes sense.
it could be, yeah. I mean, the other 2 could be either sentimental or because who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like one of those. Oh, it's from Sony. What?
Oh, I
One more
mean,
time?
I should have asked that then. I'm like, is
Oh,
one of like each brand is one of like a different brand? Because then maybe, right? Because then now, or see, now I'm thinking about it. Because if you're even looking at the product aesthetically, right, design, because like let's face it, back then we like I didn't buy a CD. Sometimes I would buy a CD player by its look, by design,
yeah.
the body of it.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering if there's a factor of that into why I should have asked her that. Damn it. I was probably too high
Dang
to
it.
come up with that question.
Oh.
But then,
Sometimes it's well, just to interject. It's like it's something I never thought of until I kind of started collecting. And sometimes I look at YouTube videos just to be like, what is this thing? Because I never heard of Kenwood until I picked one up, and I'm like, and then I find out it's like the schmanciest, fanciest, schmanciest like tape deck you could ever get, and it's like, yeah, it plays really fantastic. As soon as the tape ends, it rewinds it and plays it back to me again. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool.
that is pretty
Yeah,
dope. But
yeah.
again, it functions. So that's pretty
Oh yeah.
cool. That's cool. Because that yeah, if I got back to collecting,
No, you
whether
gotta
it's
be stingy
vinyl or
about that.
CDs or cassettes, I would make sure I have the thing to play it. Otherwise, I'm just hoarding it at this point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to get a new. Well, I didn't really have to, but I wanted to. Uh, I was still using. So the one tape deck I still had was my New Kids on the Block from when I was a kid, and that thing still works to like this day. But then again, like again, that's the type of a collector I am. Like if you collect something, you make sure to preserve it. It may be something like you don't like anymore, but it's like you still preserve it until the day you're like, get out of my house and leave. Um, but
For
yeah,
sure. I agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Because right now, sorry, go ahead.
go
You
ahead.
go.
Go ahead.
Me? Oh, I was gonna say. Wait, what was I gonna say? Yeah, because I noticed that. I remember in the '80s and even '90s, I remember we used to have like ample supply of Sony, Panasonic. Shoot, what were the other name brands? Now I can't remember. But anyway, those really nice Japanese. Oh, Toshiba.
Mm.
Like no, I'm just like getting
Toshiba.
reminiscent. I'm like, damn,
Toshiba.
Toshiba. Mm. Say what you will about the Japanese, man. They made just like foreigners altogether, but I was like, damn, they sure do make a good like product.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I mean,
But now, yeah, now I can't find it. It's like TV wise, like because I was in the market for TV and then also a microwave, and it's just like,
mm,
nope, I don't see it.
microwave.
Oh, what
Microwave.
happened? There you go. There you go.
What?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You hear me?
Sorry. Okay, good. Yeah. Technical difficulties. I think we should probably also put in. We're having. I mean, not really technical difficulties, but whatever. My wireless, my phone ain't.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I covered that. And while you were getting situated,
You?
I was base yeah, I was explaining, you're trying out the new headphones. So
Well, I think it's a connection because we're pretty far. I mean, I think we've had this problem before.
it
Like
might be.
far
Well,
you're
you
in
got
Virginia.
Zoom on your phone.
Yeah, I do it on my phone. Sometimes my phone gets a little
I,
wacky. I paid the bill.
it's
I
fine,
mean,
but I think I wonder if when people when I Zoom with people when they use Zoom on their phone, I wonder if that has an effect on the connection. Like I feel like
oh
there might be a little more of a delay when people when it's like desktop to mobile device, I think there might be like a bit of a delay.
Yeah,
I think.
I
I
think
don't
you're
know.
right. No, you have a point there because I think when I had a Google my Google Chrome, and I think I was doing an interview with that one, and that one was perfectly fine. And then just to like get access to this link, because I was
Yeah.
having a problem getting into your thing. I was like, okay, fuck this. Like, let me just put it on the phone. Like, forget it. Um,
That's fine.
so if
Like
we go in and out, yeah. Oh, okay.
it's
Oh,
fine.
okay. So there's
You know,
nobody mind. Okay,
however,
good.
if it works, it works. And then if we have to, have like a little intermission to switch things up, we can do that. Power of
Okay.
editing.
Power of editing. All right, there you go. Edit this part
Yeah.
out. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay.
I could always
Uh,
throw in a fake ad in there. That's what I've been doing.
yeah, I was
Like,
looking at that. I was like, does he have ads? I was like, Liquid Death. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, nice.
nope.
I know it's just water. Listen, no. Oh, okay. Damn. Well, Liquid Death.
I
Hello.
wish.
I like. Yo,
That's
I like water in a can too.
all
I mean, I
right,
kind
right.
of do actually.
I mean, and
I kind
look,
of do.
if it's if the 10% is going towards reducing plastic pollution, then fuck yeah, because I too love sparkling
Yeah.
water. So if buying a can or a case of liquid death, that if those are going towards that,
Yeah.
then I'm all for it. And that'd be great to have a sponsor.
See, you're already being political. See, you're caring about the environment. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying. I
that's
mean,
good. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's an even trade, right? If I can get some support for the podcast, get a sponsor, but
Yeah.
also, and I'm taking care of myself, right? I'm staying hydrated,
Yeah.
and then I can
Yeah.
also give to the environment and help with
Yeah.
reducing plastic pollution. Fuck, I should have made this into an ad right here.
Damn it. That's okay. You write all your little notes down. You'll get it next time. Yeah, I only started giggling because it's like, so New Jersey did a plastic bag ban, and it's just like this has been a month going. It's been since May, and people are
Yeah,
like, oh, you don't have no plastic bags, and I'm like in line. I'm like, oh my fucking god. That's like, don't you look at the news, lady? Like, wake up and smell the coffee.
yeah,
No more plastic bags.
yeah.
Like, no, we're
I mean,
done.
I
Get your
will.
reusable.
I do use plastic bags for the cat poo when I clean
That's
out.
different. Yeah, I use it for
Hey,
gardening. Like, I
is
mean,
that good? Is or am I'm still part of the problem?
that's a good question. I mean, it is what it is because,
Yeah.
like, we have garbage bags that are made of plastic, so it's just like as long as you tie it tight, I guess, and hopefully no seagulls will peck at the poo.
Well,
So
it goes in, and we always toss the bags. Like after we scoop, we always toss that bag in our main garbage, and then that'll.
oh, okay.
So I don't know if
Right.
again if I'm adding to the problem, but hey, that's why again I support liquid.
It's
Full
either
circle.
that or you put your it's either that or you put your cat poop in the toilet. I mean, it's up to you.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know if you
just
want to
like
do. I don't know.
it's just such a process then, right? If you think
That's what I
like
was saying. It was like,
it depends how
mm.
convenient your home is. If we were
I just
able,
don't like the idea of like. I just don't like the idea of like having cat poop near my toilet. Period. That's just me. That's like a sanitary. It's like I don't know.
well, that's what I'm
Like
saying,
that's
right?
kind
If
of
you had a
gross.
large bathroom that had a little nook
Mhm.
that was like perfect for a litter box, because we have a dome too. Like it's like a
Oh
dome has
yeah,
like the hole on the top. So if we
yeah,
had if we had like a master bathroom that had a nook and we could put our cat the litter box there. Uh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, if I only take requires like a couple steps to the toilet, then it just sounds like a process.
yeah. No, no,
How
no.
did we
I
get
don't
it?
believe in. When it comes down to that, sounds like sanitary. Like I said, I don't like the idea of handling animal. Ew, like no. That's what it's like. I wish I could get an animal and a dog, but it's like I don't feel like dealing with it.
It requires a lot of work. But
You know.
I will say I think cats it's a little lower maintenance. They just do their thing. Maybe three. I do like 2 to 3 times a week, maybe clean out the litter box, goes in the
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, sadly, I'm a little allergic to them, and
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got
Oh
some
yeah.
stuff. But then again, my if like whatever, my friend has a cat and I really love it. It's a completely black cat. It's adorable as shit. Very good kitty. Treats me very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I never like the people like say, oh, why don't you like cat? It's like I don't like cat. I think we had this conversation, but I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say
I
it again
think we
because
did. It's
I
very,
don't yeah
very specific
no,
because not all
yeah because
cats. Yeah.
yeah cats like not a cat is a reflection of their owner. So if the owner is an asshole, whether they like to admit it or not, that cat's gonna be an asshole.
Yeah.
Using me for a scratch pose when I didn't ask them. I'm like, excuse me, space.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know because my cat, I don't know, man. It's like it's tough because
Oh
I
boy.
think dogs reflect their owners a little bit more.
Yes.
It's more
Yes.
evident than with cats because my cats, the two of them, they're both very different. They're both black cats. One's younger, is younger than the other, so he's a little more playful, a little more wild. The other one is very introverted, so he just keeps to himself. When he wants the affection, he'll come to us, But he's very like he just likes to keep to himself. So yeah, I don't know. But again, like it depends who the person is and whatever. Like if you're allergic or not, or bad experiences, because I get it. Like I'm more friendlier
Yeah.
with cats just because I have more experience with cats, and I'm usually more prone to being allergic to the dogs, depending on the breed. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know. Sometimes I can read a dog. Yeah.
it all
I don't know
depends.
because yeah. What? Oh.
Some people are very like dog or cat. Like there is no middle. Some people are like,
What?
I hate cats, but they're major dog lovers or vice versa. And it's like,
I
hey,
love them both, honestly.
I don't know.
I love them both. Well, especially black cats. Now that I found out nobody really likes black cats, and they think they're unlucky, and they think they're witches and all this other crap. And I'm like, you know what? Just for that, I love cats now. I don't
Right.
have one, but I love them. All cats are created equal. Little doggies, I love them. Even pit bulls, of course. And again, like I said, you could if you read the owner, then you can read the dog. And I'm like, can I go up to them if they come near me? I mean, usually I don't really pet dogs. I just say hi, little poochie,
Yeah.
and then move it along because
Yeah, I
it's one of
imagine.
those things, like drugs. It's like, yeah, like
Yeah.
it's drugs. I don't want to touch it and then be like forever there and be rude to the owner. It's like, I don't feel good.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine you would mesh well with a cat though, because because I just feel like with dogs, when they're trained well, super loyal,
Yeah.
and then they always want the attention and stuff. Like you
Yeah.
have automatically have the love from the dog, but cats, you still have to work for it. It's like it's
Yeah.
also on their terms. So, it's like sometimes you get that love and sometimes you won't, and it's okay. I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, because it's like,
I
yeah, that's
feel
like
like
it's
you would be
personal.
like
Like it's like you gotta
it
yeah, I
wouldn't
gotta
be
train myself.
overbearing if you had a dog. Sometimes they might be a little too much, right? They're like, especially if
Yeah.
they're excited. But a cat, it's like, if you're trying to get some work done, the cat's just chilling on their own, doing
Yeah, I
their
like looking
thing.
at cat videos. It's hilarious. I like looking at cat videos and actually animal videos. I do like cat. Like I said, I do you know appreciate both because cats are like talk about psychological. They say when the cat gets in your face when you're on the laptop, you get them a little laptop and they'll totally leave you alone. And I'm like, now it's like a thing. Oh my god,
Mm.
it's so funny. This one lady, she's a Muslim and she's practicing, but her cat gets in the way when she's
Oh
praying.
yeah,
So she has her little carpet, she has her Bible out. So she got a little carpet and a little I forgot what they're. I'm just gonna say the cat its own little Bible, and the cat just sits there while she does her prayers. And I'm like, oh my god, this is like so
they
hilarious. And then
are.
she made like a little mosque. I was like, oh my god.
When you because like I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'd be googling shit on like on cat body language. And once you learn like how they operate, then you get it. You start understanding like, oh, this is why, or at least like it helps you like, oh, this is probably why they are reacting or
Yeah,
acting this way.
Yeah, it's very scientific because it's like, yeah, you're right. Because like cats have their own personality and they do their own thing. And then dogs are like, whatever you want. Like, yeah, you want to live outside and I'll go hunt rabbits and we'll do this and that. Or do you want to be like in a penthouse, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, they go with the flow, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
You
Okay,
hate the
yeah, I
cold,
get it.
right? You hate cold
I do. I
weather.
do hate cold.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, cold weather.
if you had a dog, you gotta walk it. In the
I know, but
winter, the
I
cats,
yeah,
it's all indoors, baby. You can just
all indoors.
everything is. Where's next?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, man, I know, and I live in Jersey, and I was like, I hate snow and I hate cold, but at the same time, it's like, I was like, I don't think I can move, man. There's just too much weird shit going on
To
here. Like
Richmond.
awesome weird shit, like really cool shit that's weird.
Come to
Um,
Richmond.
wait, one more time.
Say,
Oh
come to
man, no, you're
Richmond.
going in and out.
The winters are not that brutal over here. It's
Oh
actually
yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah. Wait, where is it? Virginia, right?
Yeah,
Virginia?
yeah.
Oh, okay. How's that? Yeah, I saw you hustling, by the way. I saw you hustling. You're getting into your your vending mode. How's that working out?
Oh, yeah. Well, it definitely it's slowed down. Like on a lot of my efforts and energy has been going towards the podcast and again building up the YouTube channel a little bit. It's been more
Oh,
kind of
nice.
yeah, like the productivity is more on like the editing and the more like business side of it, administration stuff. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
when I bust out those sketches, that's like me just trying to stay loose, but I haven't really, and I have a commission too that I've been working on. So as far as like other artworks, like other personal
Yeah.
pieces, like I haven't really gone into them yet. So yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
that's
That's
just
what
one
you've
of
been
those
saying.
routes that I get stuck on, and I just kind of learn to accept it because I used to get really like upset about it. Like,
Wait,
man,
what do you mean? Like, wait.
like just like like I have pieces right behind me. Well, you can't see them; you just see the portraits. But the three up top here, they're work in progresses that I started. Yeah, I think just last year. So, um,
Okay, cool.
yeah, it's just I just always find myself well, kind of like you were saying before in the beginning about the podcast. Like I just this thing is like a working machine. Like I keep this weekly. It's a weekly podcast, so I have to
Oh, wow.
make
Oh, okay.
sure I have something to put out every week. Right.
Oh,
I've
wow.
been
Yeah,
backlogging.
yeah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I've been backlogging a couple sessions. So again, that's why I've been doing a lot of just a lot of editing. Yeah, like whatever I'm
Oh, okay.
posting, it's just basically trying to stay relevant for the moment because just to keep.
Hold on, real quick. Can you hear my notifications?
Was that?
Sorry.
Oh no, I don't
Okay, I
hear.
forgot to turn on my Okay, good, because I forgot to turn them off. Oops. Okay. Sorry. So I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, oh, I can't see this. Can anybody see?
You're
Okay,
good.
good. I don't know. I don't know technology. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, go ahead. You're saying you're editing. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Like, I've been kind of in the same mode where like I've been taking, like I said, uh, I'm trying to step up my production. It was like I'm still working on stuff. It's like I just get into other things. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm a scavenger, so it's like I found a TV set that had a DVD player, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta look at some movies. Actually, I wanted to look at some movies anyway. I bought some movies on the internet. I bought Logan's Run, Dark City. Um,
Dark City. That do
it's
I?
like no, trust me. If you're squinting and you can't remember, it's perfectly fine. It's like totally underrated. It's like super underrated. Like
Is this 80s?
uh,
It sounds 80s.
oh no, this is 90s. This is like
Oh, okay.
when was it? It has Keith Sutherland in it, and I forgot two other guys.
Okay.
It was a dude from Rocky Horror. He was in it. But Dark City is like a thrill. It's more of a thriller. I mean, it's a horror thriller. It's like I don't know what you want to call it, sci-fi horror thriller. But it's pretty much. I'm not going to give too much away, but it's pretty much. It's
Yeah,
very
don't
scientific.
spoil it for the listeners.
Yeah, you might have to Google it because it's like if I tell you what it is, it's just going to spoil the whole movie. But pretty much, it's literally what it is. It's a dark city.
Oh fuck
Um,
yeah! I remember that movie. I mean, I was young. This is, oh wait, this is late 90s. I do remember this movie. My oldest brother was really into this movie. I remember, right? Because like the build, like wooden buildings, like buildings would come out of the ground, right?
Yeah.
There's
oh, so yeah, it was really great. Like the story was great and just weird, and I was just like, oh man,
it's definitely
crazy good.
It's a class. That's a I'd say that's a classic. I can't say I've watched it from beginning to end, but I do remember it being I remember when it was just kind of like just going around.
Yeah, it was kind of like just underrated. Like nobody really paid attention to it. Couldn't tell you why. I don't know why.
I think it's because of the main actor. That guy, like I know that he's just like one of those actors that, like when you spot him, you're like, oh shit, he's from this, right? Like because I recognize him. I mean,
he's more of a story pusher.
Is it Glad?
No, was it again?
Not fairy tale. Shit, what's
the he was in A Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale. Jesus Christ. I said fairy tale.
Yeah. Oh, Knight's Tale, and I think Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Yeah, he's a story pusher. He's more of a story pusher. He's like the bad guy. This is like the first time I've seen him where he's like the good guy.
I want to say he was also in oh my god. I think my brain is like having multiple farts right now because I'm thinking of movies, but I can't think of the titles now. What's the one with Ben Affleck and during World War II?
I want to say Red Tails, but that's probably not it. Pearl Harbor? No.
Pearl Harbor, yes. Thank you.
Is it? Okay. I just like named a bunch that.
Remember Pearl Harbor?
I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was in Red Tails. I think that's something totally different.
Hold on. All right. I want to, because me and Nicole, we play this game all the time, and we're like working, like I'm really good with faces. I'm really good at picking out people. I'm just terrible with names, but I can usually name another movie or two that I've seen them in, and usually I'm right. But
I'm sure.
Terrible with names. I can never remember the names. But I wonder if this guy was in Pearl Harbor. Because if not, then it's another. Sorry, I have to confirm this. It's gonna bother me. Go ahead. I usually don't do this, by the way. I usually don't do this
it's like
live on the podcast.
No, that's perfectly fine. I mean, it is what it is. Google is just, I mean, it's at your fingertips. You know, you got to use that technology. You can't be, you know.
All right, I'm looking at the cast, right?
Because it's like it's gonna eat at the back of your head. So, and you know.
Yeah.
I like Google. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't have to go to the library, and like there's like a lot of good facts. And, like,
I mean,
it's not to be a Googler.
It's actually like, man, I forgot how good the cast was.
Yeah, that's another thing. See, that's why I like IMDb. I love IMDb. It's like the most, that's like the best. Like, I understand we should be like talking about science, blah blah blah, you know, blah, 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 but it's like movies and TV. It's like, oh man, it's like what TV shows did they put out in the 80s? A lot of ridiculous shit. But then also movies, it's like, oh man, was this guy in it? It's like, wasn't this guy the Pathmark guy? It's like, yeah, and he also played in Night of the Living Dead, which is like his best role. I'm like, this is really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Well, wait. Oh, let me tell. No, I'm sorry. I got excited. What? Oh no. Real quick. No. That's why. This is why I like IMDb, because it's like you just get these weird flashes. Anyway, so I wanted to see the cast of the movie called The Wizard. You know, with Fred Savage. So like whenever you're talking about the power, like Nintendo and the Power Glove is just like hilarious to me. It was like a really good idea that failed. Anyway, but they always mention the bad guy from, well, he's not the bad guy, but he's the rival in The Wizard, and he's like this little boy. I forgot his name, but apparently the actor who played the little boy in The Wizard, who was like the rival, he's a molester. He's a molester. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, God, I don't know if I can look at this movie now.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
watching
When
like
you find
old
out an
movies
actor,
is like a,
yeah, when you find out people are molesters, I'm like, oh man. I was like, I
oh
don't know if I
yeah.
can look at this movie. Just like
Okay. All right. So
go ahead.
yeah, I was wrong. I was
What?
wrong. After
Oh, okay,
all
so
of
you don't.
that,
Oh,
that's okay.
oh,
I can be wrong
okay.
sometimes.
Yeah, there's like a ton of movies. There's like so much movies that it's like when people say they're bored, like I always tell them to like, well, one, shut up, shut your face, because you can't be bored. You cannot be bored in this world right now that we're living in.
Yeah.
There are so many books. You have access to any type of book, audio books, reading books. There's oh my god, there's free shows. Oh my god, you don't know how I'm excited. I'm like living in the future, living in the future. Oh my god, yeah, because it's like all the shows I ever wanted to look at, I couldn't afford it, or they just didn't have it on DVD or something. Tubi, Roku, they
Yeah.
got it. So it's just like yeah, was it Freddy's Nightmare? I thought Freddy's Nightmare was lost to the ages, but I think was it Roku has it. They have like, and then apparently it has 3 seasons of it.
Yeah.
Really boring, but it's like whatever. I look at it anyway. It's so
Well, the
boring.
problem is like there's so many streaming apps now, and you almost have to. At least for me, I've noticed like when I have a craving to watch something. Well, I'm going backwards, so I'm going back to like old school cartoons and shows. So anytime I think of a particular show, I just want to like dive into and watch for nostalgia. I'm like, I gotta get Paramount Plus, or I gotta get Apple TV. There's just so many. Like, and
Yeah,
then I'm like,
no,
well, if
I'm in
I
the
don't
same.
want, we don't want to pay for it, so we gotta start branching out to our friends and see who has what and get them shits. But
Oh man, they're cracking down on it.
yeah,
It makes
now
me a
they're
little
definitely
sad.
they're cracking down on that shit now. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna yo, Ninja Turtles. I got into that pretty hard for a week. The new game that came out, Shredder's Revenge.
There's a game. Oh,
Yeah,
oh yeah, yeah. It's like supposed to be. Was
it's
it
like
like
an
an 8-bit, like an
homage
old school 8
to
bit?
Turtles in Time, basically. It's just like it's for nostalgic feel. So it's got the same type of gameplay, beat 'em up
It
platform
looks good though.
game. It's super fun. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if that's considered 8-bit or 16-bit art, but I like that pixel art. I like I'm into that. So
Yeah, no, it looks really good. Yeah, I saw they had April in it, and they gave her like really good moves. I'm like,
you
oh,
you
right on,
you
yeah.
start with like 6 characters. There's 6 playable characters already, I believe. Six,
Oh, are
right?
there?
You got your turtles, and then you got Master. You
Yeah,
can
so that's
play as
cool.
Master Splinter, April,
Yeah.
and I think actually that's it. But you can then you
Rogue.
earn Casey Jones. So it's just a
Oh,
fun game. It's a fun game. I did pay for it,
no, that's cool. Yeah,
you know.
that's okay to pay for stuff. I mean, somebody worked on that. Of course, I don't know why nobody ever talks about the neutrinos. Why does nobody ever talk about the neutrinos?
The
They're the
neutrinos.
interdimensional teenagers.
The what?
Yeah, they're like wait, where are they? They're interdimensional teenagers. They just like ride around interdimensions and they're
Oh,
teenagers.
with the
The
car.
neutrinos. Yeah, and they had that
Yeah.
crazy hair, and one of them
Well,
like what was it?
the
No,
game has
not
all
Raphael.
the game has all the like fun Easter eggs because you can like you know you can like kind of like rescue them and then you can do like a little side task for them. But like yeah, like the game it hits all the nostalgia because as I'm fighting all the bosses on the levels, I'm recalling back in my childhood when we've literally had almost every action figure of the bosses. Like I'm pretty sure we had each of one of them, including the turtles and like we had. Well, I should say like I shared them with my brother, but we had all the characters. It was crazy, and playing the game, I was like, damn, this is hitting all the feels. Shit, I
Nice.
feel like watching
Yeah.
the first movie now.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, the first movie. I know I did a little segment on an older episode called Unnecessary Deep Dive, and I did it on the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, and
Did you? Wow.
but that movie, the first movie, hands down, is still is like my favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, no. It's like
Great
that. Yeah, somebody
soundtrack.
was mentioning it today. That and Batman, because it was like those. I think those movies might have come out during the summertime, and that was like a big fucking
Oh,
event.
big
It's like
blockbusters.
comic book movie. Yeah, man, comic book movies were like, oh my god, like give me that taste of the comics. The Ninja Turtles. Like, I understand people are like, oh well, this is not the original. Ninja Turtles. They were way more serious. They didn't do this cowabunga shit. And I was like, I don't care. Give me. I want
Yeah,
that pizza eating
it,
cowabunga.
the franchise did gradually get worse, like the special effect, like the practical effects and stuff with the
Oh, did it?
suits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like
You think
watching
so?
them now, at least. Like, well, the third one I didn't get to talk
Yeah, I was
about it.
about to say the third one.
The third
Yeah.
one, me and my wife, we tried to watch it and we couldn't get past the first 10, 15 minutes. It was that bad.
Yeah,
Like
that
the
that was a
costumes,
little
acting, it was
yeah.
terrible. But I think it was also just
Yeah, I'd
done.
rather do the yeah. Yeah, I'd rather do the second one. I like the
That
second
one's
one
still
because it's just
fun.
like,
Yeah.
yo, I love that Vanilla Ice song. Go Ninja,
Go
go
Ninja,
Ninja.
go
I
Ninja,
mean,
go Ninja, go. Yo, so good.
oh my God. It's like, yeah, I know he's cheese, but it's just like
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm
that's a
saying.
good
It was starting to get like real cheesy because I think the tone is definitely still different than the first one. Like the first one still fun, had its cheesiness, but then
a little bit.
like you can tell by like even just the I'll say color palette of the film. Like it's a little more colorful with lights and stuff, and you can just tell by like the quality of their like the practical effects, like the suits. Things just seem
Yeah.
cleaner. I don't know how else to describe it. Like the coloring just seems cleaner. It's like a vibrant, like their headbands a little more vibrant in the second one. Again, like
Like a
I'm just saying,
brownie.
I'm me like watching the movies closely that way. Like I pick those little details out, but I'm like, it happens often with like mainstream franchises. Like things kind of get a little
Yeah.
crisper but cheesier. But the second one's still
Like
fucking fun
Batman.
though. I love the second one still. Fucking Toka and Razor. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tokyo Razor. Yeah.
Badass.
They weren't even in the show, but whatever. I'm sure like some legality.
They
I'll
were
have
in
to
the
look it up
game
on YouTube.
though. They were in the game.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're bosses. And
oh, are they?
I don't want to spoil it, but whatever. You fight
I mean,
Super
it's been out for
Shredder.
a couple years. Super Shredder. Oh yeah. Shredder. 90s and 80s, where you could just like make whatever movie.
Great time. It was a
Yeah,
great time.
yeah, great times. It's like they don't care. It's like, oh, that's not part of the franchise. I don't care. Let's do it anyway. Yeah, I was looking at a YouTube video about Super Mario Brothers. Like I
Oh,
said, I just had a craving for it because I was like, what was the deal with that? Because everything in that movie was like 100% off the wall, which I didn't mind, but at the same time, it's like this movie cheese, like total cheddar cheese. And sure enough, they had problems in the movie. I was like, oh boy,
yeah.
what
I
a
mean, well,
disaster.
the fucking what are they called? The
But the Goombas,
Goombas?
Goombas, was it the Goombas? Oh man, this is
What are they? Oh my god, what are they
like
called?
really a little teeny cup ahead.
Yeah, the fucking
Wait.
the guys you jump on and you grab their shells, right? They're like turtles.
Oh yeah, Goombas and the I forgot what the other ones are.
Oh my god, my brain has gone blank on this stuff. This is terrible. But yeah, they're like way off. They're like giant bodies with tiny heads.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
I know. It was just like I was expecting like see that part I don't mind. It's like no, I get it. It's like they got to make them weird. I'm like,
That bothered me a little bit.
could they do a full, I mean, could they do a full monster? Like I don't know. This is supposed to be like a society. Like because I got it. They say like oh it's another dimension where dinosaurs evolved into people, and then there's like this other universe. I was like yeah, I get it. But then like other stuff was just like man, I'm trying to think which one was like really just dumb.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
like the whole everything else was just kind of dumb. Dennis Hopper was okay, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted King Cooper to be a little bit more flamboyant.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
But,
yeah, I don't know what what they were thinking initially when they greenlit that. But Goombas, by the way, because for anyone that's listening, that might be a big Mario fan, they might be flipping out. But the Goombas are
Oh
like the
yeah,
little mushroom guys, are the mushroom guys. But the ones I was thinking of are the Koopas. Those are the turtles with the shells.
I
So
forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever. They can leave a comment. Which one is it? Give us the bad guy roll down that you had to jump on during the scrolling game. And it was Goombas, and then the Turtle guys, Hammer Brothers. I don't know, Fish. I have no idea.
what?
I don't
What
know. I can't remember everything. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of content in the world right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I think I'm pretty sure I talked about this with other people a bunch of times, but yeah, like that's a thing, right? Anytime you're like talking to people and you're sharing about like what you're watching, like everybody's what right now watch probably or already has watched the latest season of Stranger Things, but
Ooh,
on the other hand, I don't know. Are you into Stranger Things?
yeah.
Okay, so
I give
I
you
haven't even
props. I do.
I haven't even watched the second season. Like I felt after the first season. Oh no, I take that back. I watched the second season, but I did not watch the third season or this season. So yeah, there's just so much shit, right? So much content. So I
Yeah,
just kind of like stick with the shit I guess I'm particularly into. But then I'm like, damn, I wish other people were into this too. I'll,
yeah. Like I mean, yeah. Like I had to hold back on some of the anime because I'm like, kind of want this anime to be done because it's so good and it's gonna make me nuts. Thinking, oh my god, like Tokyo Revengers. I'm like, I can't. No. I gotta wait for that to be either completed or have a few more seasons in it because I can't take it. It's so good. Like that is like holy shit. They actually made like a legit like because they always had like gangs in anime, but they never had like this long. Like this is like the first time I've seen gang oriented anime for this long. So I was like the story is really good. And then of course the what was it? Jutsu. What's the one? I forgot which one it is.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know what's the current
Oh,
poppin' anime right now.
okay. Well, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. Well, Demon
Yeah,
Slayer.
I know that's one of the main major titles. I haven't watched
I
that
haven't
either.
read it.
I only
I
watched
haven't
the
watched the
first
second season.
episode.
Yeah. I finally got around to looking at the Train to Mugen. It's like the Train to Mugen. Wait, did I say it? Yeah, Mugen, whatever. The movie. It was great. It was great. Like because it wasn't like a movie just to have a movie. Like oh here's the same shit. It's like no, this was a movie that pertains to the story. I'm like oh
Mm.
like I was like oh shit like yeah no it was really good. So I haven't seen the second season. I think the second season's out. Um, like I'm just gonna kind of wait. I don't know. I don't know why I'm waiting, but I just like I said, it's like I can't take another like to be continue with Demon Slayer. Like I can't. Like I might wait till it's all completed. I mean, if anybody, whatever,
Yeah,
comments.
I try to
Is it
be.
done yet?
It's funny because I try to treat certain shows if I know it's a short season. I try to treat it like it's back in the old days. Like every week I'll watch a new episode. Or well, I wasn't doing that, but we would limit how many episodes we would watch depending how into it we are. So,
Yes.
like for example, I don't know if you've ever heard of or watch Love, Death, and Robots. Um,
Uh,
Pretty crazy series.
I've seen a few episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lately their seasons have been like really short. And the episodes themselves are really short too. Some of them are like less than 10 minutes. We've seen a couple that were really short. But because of that, I was like, we only watch like maybe two or three episodes. Just that's like the max. Because
Yeah.
we know it's
No, I
like
get it. Yeah.
it's not even like double digit like it's like less than 10 episodes I think this past season but yeah I try not to binge. I try not to binge so
Yeah. No. It depends. Like, I binged. What was it? Cuphead. I never played the game before, but I was like, oh, screw this. I'm looking at this because this looks like Betty. I love cartoons, so this looks like old timey, Betty Boop cartoons, the
Okay.
Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yeah.
So that's what Cupheads look like. And so I looked at it, binged through it. It was like, oh, okay, no biggie.
Well,
And I went
yeah,
about my
something
day.
that old I would binge. Yeah. Man, I was
That was
just
short.
thinking too. I cleaned out one of my hard drives, my external hard drives, and it had all these. Like it was back when I was downloading torrents, so I had a bunch of
Nice, yeah.
stuff. But I deleted all of them. I didn't even back them up or anything. I needed room desperately on my external hard drive that I just had to wipe them out. So,
Oh,
and now I'm thinking back, like, because I watched the Mask, and I used to have the Mask cartoon in on my hard drive, but I
oh,
deleted it. So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck. I was like, where would like what would I stream to watch the Mask? What streaming service would
Oh
have?
man, hey.
Yeah. So
No,
and
they totally have it. They totally have it. I'm telling you, like, I don't know
somewhere,
if you've
but
ever
I just
seen
have
the
to pay for it
yeah,
probably.
no, I bet you anything you probably don't because what was it, Tubi, either Tubi or Roku? They had Conan the Barbarian, the cartoon. And I thought that was lost to the ages, but no, they had like all the seasons. Like it's a long ass series. I couldn't binge that. Like, don't binge that. Like that's a long like they had like two friggin' seasons. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I bet you anything somebody probably put them up on YouTube because they got like I don't know if you've ever seen the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. They got all the episodes plus the lost 24th episode or something. I think it was like a 24th episode where they kind of made it back home.
Wait, you
No,
said Tubi?
Tubi or Roku.
That
Roku
popped up.
channel.
Oh,
Oh, did it? Oh,
it probably yeah. Tubi
yeah.
popped
Or
up.
YouTube.
Well, hold on, because it's thinking of there. I remember this cartoon also, Mask.
Yeah, they had a little bit.
You
I
remember?
forgot
Do
what.
you remember that cartoon? It's an old school cartoon.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a yeah. They were well because they had the movie and then they're like, oh well, we better make toys and a cartoon.
No, no, but
I
I'm
just forgot what the
saying
cartoon was.
this other cartoon called Mask. It's just Mask, like Mask, all caps.
Oh no, why? What's it
Got
about?
like I think it. I'm
Oh
trying to
wait,
find.
is it the vehicle? You mean Mama
Yeah,
My Mask?
yeah, yeah. It's got like vehicles and shit.
Oh, oh
So
yeah, that's
that's
a.
popping up.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Oh, and
popping up.
Star Command. Yeah,
Yeah,
all the old cartoons. Well, almost all the old cartoons you could probably find on
I
Tubi
mean,
or Roku.
well, the
Um,
problem is here. Well, see, now I'm gonna start getting particular when it comes to streaming. Like, if I wanted to watch something as old as the Mask cartoon, like I would have to stream it on my computer, and that's that's the part where it kind of draws the line for me. Sometimes it's like I hate streaming on my computer.
do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Yeah,
hate it.
Tubi's got it.
I don't hate it. It's just well, again, I mean, it's the Mask. Like it'd be background noise, but yeah, if I'm like invested on something, I wouldn't want to watch it on my like mobile device or desktop. I would want to watch it on the
Right.
TV. So that's what I'm saying. Like usually, what I want to watch, I got to watch it on my computer. That is what comes down to. Yeah, and just like I don't like being sedentary too much too. So that kind of going back to lately doing a lot of editing for the podcast and other content.
Yes.
Like I'm sitting at my desk the whole time, and like it's easier to take breaks from the studio desk than when I'm doing editing work for some reason. So
Right.
I gotta work on my
Okay, we
posture.
stretch. Yeah, me too. Like you're moving. I was like, oh wait, I forgot. I should move too because my body. I don't. Yeah, because I'll ignore it. Like I'll just be like, do, and
Yeah.
then like 3 hours later, it's like, ooh, I should move. My body hurts right now.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah, I try every now and then. I'll like post something in my stories to try to, help inspire to, or just remind people to, you gotta just
Yeah.
loosen up a
I
little
agree.
bit every now and then. Set an alarm. It's important. Set an alarm if you
That's
don't
like the
have
biggest.
a Fitbit or anything. Every
Yeah, that's like the
hour or
thing.
two,
Mhm.
just get up,
Yeah,
do
that's
that
good.
twist,
Hydration.
try to touch your
Actually,
toe.
health. Shoot. Yeah, I've been drinking tea, herbal tea, mint tea. Actually, I really, really love mint. And people are like, oh, doesn't it grow like a weed? Ew. I'm like, no, mint is excellent. It's great in your. I forgot if I mentioned this. I probably have mentioned this.
Probably like
Mint is
clears up
awesome.
your sinus, maybe like your sinus or something. Probably clears you up nice.
I don't. Oh, does it?
Like
I
the
have no idea. I don't know. It makes me feel good.
I don't know.
It just makes me feel good. Yo, when you have like a mint drink, like that shit is like, it's just like so good.
Well, yeah, that's
When
what
you
I
put it
mean.
in your
It's
salad,
refreshing.
it's like, there you go, refreshing. That's a yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It
like
is mad refreshing.
people love drinking. I don't know. I'm not a big tea drinker. My wife is, but she'll drink. I don't know if it's chai or what, but there's like the
Oh
teas
yeah,
that help with like inflammation and bloating and stuff like that. So yeah, 100%. It's definitely good for you.
oh yeah. Yeah, it
Whatever
just
it
helps
is
me
that
with
you're.
my digestion. Yeah, just digestion and also
Yeah,
keeping
yeah,
hydrated. Yeah.
yeah. I don't like hot beverages though. I'm not a big fan.
Sometimes I'm like, it depends because I'll switch it up. It's either I want something crisp and sparkling that like rips the back of my throat, or something hot. And I got, yeah, yeah. So, sometimes seltzer does that. Like if seltzer is like too cold and too crisp and hard, it'll like hurt the back of my throat. But I'm like, that's good.
It's like, bitch, if you're gonna self-indulge, you're gonna get paid for it. Yeah. That's
Oh
funny.
man, yeah, it was a little painful. Yeah, no, but again, refreshing.
No
So
pain, no
refreshing.
gain.
Yeah, no pain, no gain. Yeah, it's okay. It's only water. It's just not gonna hurt you too much, you know. It's just different.
You don't
Oh
want to.
yeah,
You don't want to harm your vocal cords.
and that's true. Well, it's only seltzer water. It's not like it's booze. Yeah, no. But you're right. Yeah, it's like yeah, because I do like to sing.
No.
Yeah, I'm a karaoke person. That's another thing. Like I
Are
do
you?
like
Oh
karaoke.
well, there you
Yeah,
go,
I do like it.
homie. Wait,
I don't know.
what's your go-to
Sometimes
song? What's your warm-up song?
uh,
Yeah, what's your warm-up
almost
song? And then
anything.
what's your
Oh,
your
man,
go-to?
there's so many songs. But hold on. You gotta give me a second because now I gotta reach in my brain.
Okay.
But what's the
All
song that I
right.
really
While
know?
you think of it, because
Yeah,
I don't do
like
a lot of karaoke, but when I do go, it seems that my warm-up song is the last time my warm-up song was "Come Together," the Beatles. I like
oh
singing.
nice.
Other than that, I think it's like probably some like R&B song or something. I think
Yeah, I think yeah, because I can't think of one particular song, but it's like
or
it's
Backstreet
mostly
Boys.
80s.
I'll do a boy band song, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees. Fuck it.
Yeah, I trust me, like they are not punk at all, but I do like New Kids on the Block. It's just like, man, that
There you
hanging tough
go.
song, like
Drew
hanging
Hill.
tough.
No.
Oh, wow,
No
Drew
one's gonna
Hill.
know
Ooh,
who Drew
never heard of
Hill
him.
is.
No, that's like a wow. Wow. That's like a deep one. I
Yeah.
don't even remember what he sung. I always heard about him, but it's like I don't think I remember any of the songs.
Well, Drew Hill was the R&B group, but I think you're thinking of Cisco because Cisco was in Drew Hill, and he's the one that sang the thong song. That
Is that
thong,
what it was?
that thong, that thong, thong, thong.
That's so nasty. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it
what I'm
came
saying.
out. It
Like
was
thinking back,
like,
like we had that shit. That was the summer hit. Anytime summer hits, you just blast off thong song and fucking be popping.
yeah,
Good
I
times.
know. And the kids go nuts for it. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, take off all your clothes. Let's get it out of here.
Oh, that's
I'm
Nelly,
like, yeah, I'm not
homie.
gonna take my
That's
clothes off.
Nelly. Hell
Yeah, I
yeah.
know that's it. Yeah, but that was still that was still a summer song. And then when
That's
that came
another
out,
one.
people lost their minds. And I'm like, I don't know who you're looking at. It's like it's a song. It's not directions to follow, honey. Take your clothes off, out of your mind. No, that's what kills me about some of the kids. They're like, oh my God, hottest song. I'm gonna sing it all the time. Like,
Juveniles,
okay, you can
back
sing
that
it.
ass up. Remember that one?
Oh,
Back that ass up. You call me Big Daddy, won't you back that ass up? Shit.
I'll tell you one thing. On I don't know if I mentioned it, but TikTok. Sometimes TikTok sometimes is the devil, but sometimes it just like gives you little gems. So there's this you heard that song Hoochie Mama? Hoochie mama.
Oh yeah. I think so.
So yeah, so,
I can
so
only
somebody
base it
did.
by your
Robin,
performance. So
oh, okay. So I don't know. There's a I
could look
forgot
it up.
what it was like. I forgot the lyrics, but I'm sure
Mm.
if anybody heard the song Hoochie Mama, so somebody did a song called Hoochie Daddy, and and of course, yeah, it's just a dude. He's like, and the woman's like, "Oh man, come here with your little shorts over here, Hoochie Daddy." I was like, "Oh man, this is like like I gotta share it with you. It's like it's
Well,
so
I
cute.
mean,
It's
different
like cute, and I was like,
times,
yeah, we
different
need
times, right? Like honestly, like just looking back, like different times, different like the music was, during that time period. Good shit.
some things were a little bit of an eye roll. Some of the things were
Oh
eye
yeah, there's a
rolls, but
lot
then
of
some
them.
of them were good.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this is like I can't like listen to this because it's like, you know what? I don't care. It's a little degrading. I'm a little offended. There's other songs that are way better than this,
Oh yeah,
you
absolutely.
know? Yeah.
Well,
But
that
whatever.
mainstream. That's the mainstream, the power of the mainstream for talking about
Yeah, I
that.
think yeah, I think girls should get into it. Let's degrade the men. It's only fair. That's all I'm saying.
Are you talking about like the like wait, are we talking about like hip hop music that like was it objectified or objectified women? Are we talking about that? Is that what we're
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. I don't know if it's objectified, but it's more
Is it
like
I get them mixed up, so correct me if I'm wrong. I always get subjective if it's objectified or objectified. I get them mixed up.
what's it? No. Objectified? I think so. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, my vocabulary's off. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, well,
But
if
it's just like when they're talking smack
you know
about
what I'm trying to say.
women. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we'll just say talk about smack. It's like, oh dude, it's like,
No,
I
yeah.
don't want to hear about a girl's body part. I was like, and what you're gonna do to it. It's like, ew, gross.
Well, yeah, that's what
Like let's
I'm
talk about the
saying.
man.
Like, I don't condone it, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of that music, yeah, a lot of the poppin' music, it was that's how the shit was, or at least like in hip hop and even like R&B, man, it was so fucking sexual. This is crazy.
It was a little like I'm not gonna lie, like this is just me. Like I can't handle
Sexually
sometimes. I can't handle
degrading.
when oh, it's like I can't handle music when they're talking about, having sex, body parts, what they're gonna do to a body part in a person. It's like I can't. No,
What about
I'm good.
Usher's
Gross.
Nice and Slow? Because he wants to take it nice and slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, oh, and it's sex noises. I can't deal with it. Like, even in rock and roll, like even Weezer's California. What was it? Beverly Hills. Weezer's Beverly Hills. I like that song, but as soon as I hear like the, it's like, it's like I can't. No, I can't listen to it. It's like gross. Like no, keep your moans to yourself.
Oh, that's
Ew.
so funny.
I can't like yeah, because it's like, I want to, I'm not ashamed that I don't feel comfortable with other people's sexuality in their songs. It's like I'm not. It's like I don't have to
Yeah.
listen to this. I'm not. Everybody else can listen to it. Sure, I don't care. I can't
Yeah.
stop people.
Yeah. I
Do whatever you
mean,
want.
if anyone feels attacked, we just say teach their own, like what you like.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah.
But yeah,
Self survival.
you gotta look at it and be like, oh damn, okay, that's what it was about.
Yeah, you might want to listen to the lyrics. Yeah, I always try to listen. I do my best to listen to the lyrics first before getting enthralled in the rhythm and the beats and all that other stuff.
Oh
Because
yeah.
there's there's some really good ass songs, but it's like the lyrics, it's like I don't think I can listen to this song anymore.
Yeah.
I
I mean, shit. Talking about music,
but that's just me.
I just stick with like lately, like stuff that I get into now. It's just like shit that kind of gets you hyped up. I mean, there's a lot of self-awareness there too, but it's a lot just like hyping up and just recognizing the grind and it's like tough shit, like just shit that keeps you motivated, but it's got grit to it. I'm like into that hip hop right now. Other music, like other genres of music, if I'm looking for a brighter outlet, like stuff that will make me happy, then yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm very selective about like like whatever I'm gonna listen
Oh,
to like has to fit my mood or kind of like uh it'll be like the catalyst to help jumpstart that mood in me. So yeah.
true. Oh, I
Strategic,
get it. Yeah.
very methodical.
Yeah, because sometimes you don't feel like dealing with the message, or you just want something a good times.
Yeah, well, my
Yeah.
mind always kind of goes there. So I'm very I don't know how like the best way to describe it, but it's like I mean it can be of any genre, but usually I'm hooked by a rhythm or melody of a song, and then
Mm.
like and if the lyrics back that like whatever it is, like I don't know, sometimes it's hard for me to ignore the lyrics. Like I get very I don't know the words like empathetic or what, but I always tie myself in with
Yeah.
whatever I'm like listening to, even if it's like happy music too. But I always tie
Yeah.
myself in and like reinterpret something relatable to me, right? Like anybody would. But I'm always
Yeah.
doing it. I can never like a song and always and like disregard the lyrics, like unless it's like a different language.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. Tell me about it. No, because there's some good because I've been kind of like switching back and forth between like American music. I got some B-52 albums. Oh, and because it's still Pride Month, I got
That's
into
right.
Sylvester. I'm like, well, Sylvester, whew, Disco Queen, holy shit, delicious. I got like 5 albums. I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have bought all these albums. I bet you anything, I'm probably not gonna like them. No, I love every single one of them. They're so good. It's like, uh, why is nobody talking about Sylvester? Everybody, go listen to Sylvester. The one that says, "You make me feel so real." Okay, I'm not singing shit, but he says, "You make me feel mighty real."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sing it,
Yeah, yeah,
girl. Sing
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Right. So even those lyrics, they just have like, oh man, you could feel like you don't know what the beat is, but you can like kind of guess what
Oh
it is.
yeah. Well, you
Um,
harmonize
like
and hell yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, but yeah. So when I do karaoke, some songs like that, like some
That's
short
right.
lyrics. I have sung the Never Ending Story.
Okay,
Another one.
wait.
That's actually
So I'm glad you brought up
one.
karaoke because that was the question. What's your warm up song for karaoke?
I don't really have a warm up song, but it
Okay.
depends on what mood I am. But it's usually always 80s. It's always 80s. I will
Okay.
always sing probably an 80s song. Usually I try to pick ones that are fewer lyrics. But I have sung The Never Ending Story.
Okay.
I read because I've seen that. Like I look at the movie like all the time.
Mm.
I think that's the movie. Love it. That's like my go-to movie when I'm feeling like shit, feeling shitty for whatever reason. I turn that movie on, forget everything. It's all about that kid, the book. You know.
Mm.
So, like,
Okay.
it has pretty easy lyrics. Yeah, I might do that one, but then like I said, I don't know. Sylvester might be my new one because they got pretty. He's got pretty easy lyrics.
Yeah.
Um,
And probably that's the thing, right? It's like the notes too. Like, are they notes that you can even amateurly just hold for for the
yeah,
for the song?
yeah, yeah. Because I can't do a Cyndi Lauper song. Like she's actually my favorite artist, Cyndi Lauper. But she like that.
Yeah.
She like really hits it high. So it's like, even though she's my favorite artist, I can't really do her at all.
Right. And I mean, let's be honest, right? The new it's like you'll turn yourself into that person at karaoke, like going all in just for karaoke.
I don't know because it's like I sometimes I do like being entertaining. I
Yeah.
get a kick when people wait see. Sometimes I get a kick when people notice me or talk about me, even if it's like shit. They talk shit about me. I feel a little too old for that. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy you noticed that. No, I'm not too. Actually, maybe I am too old, but I don't really give a shit. I'm sorry because I just had a thought in my brain. Yo, okay, listen, look what I bought.
Oh shit. That's pretty dope. Is that a
Yeah, I had
little
to look over the internet. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't gonna buy it. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I want an Ursula Ariel wallet. I'm an adult.
not
I
gonna
need
lie?
something cool to hold my stuff in. Yeah, and I'm gonna get that bag. I already got the book bag. It's in me, yeah. I'm like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
you only live once. And yeah, I think, let me tell you something. I just think it's so bizarre right now. Like, so all the babies, all the 80s babies who are like 40, like me, all their, all the all the stuff that they loved as a child or couldn't get as a child are being produced into stuff that I can use, like a purse, clothing, a hat. And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God, it's like, come full circle. It's like, oh my God, now I can like, I can relive this stuff because
That's how I feel with toys
whatever.
right now in video games. I think that's why, because
Yeah. So,
honestly, like
yeah.
all the mainstream stuff growing up as a kid, like all
Yeah.
the classic video games that I should know all the ins and outs. Like I don't because I was the youngest out of my siblings. So whatever I got to play, it was theirs. Like I never had my own Super Nintendo. I never had
Yeah.
my own.
Yeah, me
I think
neither.
I think I didn't get my own system till N64 came out. And even then I didn't have a lot of great games for it.
Wow.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how I got into that, but
I mean, it's fun because it's like, I think people, because I was a girl, gender-based toys, it's like,
oh
you guys
right.
like this gender shit. This is why people are saying like, no, I want to be non-binary. Because guess what? I like video games too.
Yeah,
But they
yeah.
gave my brother like all the video games, and it's like I couldn't play it because it was in his gross room. Boy, like
Nah.
I ain't going in his room. Gross. I don't know what I'll find there, and I don't want to. Whatever. But yeah, yeah, so he got all the game consoles, and a lot of the game consoles. Oh man, speaking of which, what is it? Whatever. Point is, I got new Nintendo game consoles, and then because of Amazon,
If you get
Amazon,
find the right price, if you're fortunate enough
yo, not
to
only yeah, not only do you find the right price. Okay, now I'm hearing echo of myself. Okay. Anyway, uh, not only do you find the right price, but you find like stuff like that. Okay, so there's what was it? Retron. Oh yeah, so it's this company called like Retron 5, I think, or something like that. Whatever. Point is, they do all the games. Like so, if you have Sega, you have N64, whatever NES.
Hmm.
They either got the console for you or they got the game cartridge for you. And so, like for $30, you can get like 200 games, and they all work perfectly fine.
Wait,
And I'm
what?
like, oh my God.
For that
Yeah, like
many
I'm playing Dragon Quest. I'm playing Dragon Quest. You know
on
how hard it is
console?
to get Dragon? Yeah,
Oh
on the
shit.
Super Nintendo. Actually, I do have an old Super Nintendo.
I
Yeah,
have Super
Dragon Quest. It's
Nintendo
like,
also. I've been wanting to get some games for that system. I need
yeah,
another
yeah. So
controller.
you got to look it up.
I don't know if I need another.
They
I
sell it.
asked my wife if she would play games with me. But yeah,
Oh,
she I scarred her for life though. The last time we played a game
oh,
together.
wow.
Huh?
Were you too competitive? Were you too
Uh
competitive? Is that what it
well,
was?
I was just being a brat, and it was we were playing Left 4 Dead, and she shot me by accident, and I was just being a dope, and I killed her in the game. I gunned her down.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so I think since then she's like, yeah, I don't want to play. I don't want to play with you. But I told her, I asked her if she wanted to play Ninja Turtles with me. She's like, I can play. Like you're like, I'm like, yeah, like I haven't played this one. We'll play.
Aw.
But yeah, yeah, I have a working Super Nintendo. The only games I have for it is the Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and
Boy.
Return of the Jedi, and then some random game. It's like low
Yeah, yeah.
graphics. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
I need a. I don't know, man. That's the thing. Amazon sometimes. Well, wait, like 200 games.
That's what
That's
I'm
a
saying.
lot.
Like I know
That's a lot of games.
yeah, it's like 235. Yo, there's like a shit ton of games. They even have like Aladdin on it, the Little Mermaid. They got
I
like
want Lion
all these
King.
obscure like they do have Lion King. A Lion King. They have like almost any game you could think of. It's on
Uh,
this cartridge, and it's like
Man.
sometimes it gets a little iffy because sometimes Dragon Quest won't come on, and then I gotta like kind of hold out. But it's still a great
Ooh.
price, like $34. You just gotta look at the listing. Make sure to look at the listing because sometimes they'll give you bullshit titles like
Mm,
Mario Land World Magic or something like that.
yeah, it gets tricky.
Yeah, that's not a real game.
Yeah, it
But
gets
other
tricky.
than that, like yeah, that game works with my console because I do have a old Super Nintendo that I swiped from an X. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, yeah, but
and yeah,
the next time
so
I
what?
attempt to get another game for the system, I'll have to check out some local shops here because I'm sure there's some like comic book shops or
Oh
even
yeah,
like game shops here that
actually that's true. You could have
retro stuff.
yeah, ask them.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do sell they sell shoot,
but
Christmas
that's a
the
distraction.
restaurant.
It's a
Say what?
distraction. It's a distraction.
Yeah,
I have to be
it is.
careful
Yeah,
about
I got all this. Yeah, I'm starting to get all the systems a little bit. I'm up to Xbox
it.
now because I felt like getting something a little sophisticated, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait,
but
what do you mean
I
by
have to walk away.
sophisticated? What's sophisticated?
Oh well, the graphics is not eight. It's not 16
Oh,
bit.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Eh,
Um, I like it. It's like it's kind of I don't know. Sometimes I like the feel of a heavy controller and
right.
you know.
I
Yeah.
I have addictive personality, so I can't. I have to be careful about getting into like I'm already browsing now that I know I could purchase games on on my Xbox One. I've been like just
Oh
browsing
yeah.
through, and I'm like, this isn't good. This isn't a
No,
good
I get it.
sign.
Yeah, because that's how I.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll get into games too, and they'll get pissed at, like, damn it, why can't I beat this boss? This is bullshit, man.
Yeah. Well,
How many
not
levels of?
even just that. It's just for me, at least. I'll say this for anyone that's listening or watching. If you have a partner, you just got to consider that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, that's what it's like. I can't date gamer guys. It's like it has nothing to do with like your looks, zero. But it's just like I'm not gonna be ignored. It's like,
Yeah,
come on, dude, reserve time. Like, give me a break.
yeah. I try to, and I'm gonna, yeah. I don't want to get too distracted with video games, but
Yeah. No. Okay. No. Yeah. Then don't because it's like it's
they are fun. So
yeah. I mean, it's just yeah. No, it's a good to like vacation for your brain. Makes
yeah,
you forget. That's what
I
it's like. Yeah.
when I was playing Ninja Turtles, it was like my reward system. So I had to make sure I had a productive day at least, and then
Oh, good. There you
maybe
go.
like an hour, like the last, like around the hour where my wife would be coming home. Like that would be like my playtime. I'll get some game time while she's just getting home and settling in, and you know, before making dinner, waiting for the oven and stuff. I would play like a couple of levels in the game. Like I try to be very disciplined. but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. No. Yeah, you should because people are like, yeah, no, because that does piss me off because it's just like, what I'm gonna mention his name. Was it Eric Tran? Um, Now this guy like whatever, he reserves his time really good. So like he's like this gamer nerd dude, character designer, blah da 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 da,
yeah.
whatever. But he's like a muscle dude. He's like if you see him, this guy's
Okay,
what?
yeah,
He's like 6 foot something. He's buff as shit,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he works. I forgot what video game company he works for, but you can look him up on Facebook. And he reserves time for like whatever friends, ladies, his workout. So it's just like you know, it's
He's got a
like
structure.
yeah, he's got some sort of structure. I mean, you don't have to be rigid and be like, okay, 6 o'clock we're gonna do this, and then 8 o'clock we're gonna do this. You don't have to be like that, but still, reserve time. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, I try to get as much as I can done before she gets home from work.
Mm,
So around it, you know, yeah, because then when she's settled in, then I'll make sure I can sort of clock out and be present and hang out with her for the rest of the night. Although sometimes I overindulge, I'll smoke a little too much weed, and we'll have dinner, and then the itis kicks in, and I'm fucking out. I'm out on the couch.
yeah, totally. Yeah, it happens. What are you gonna
It
do?
happens, yeah. But that's on me. That's on me. So
Yeah, hey, yeah, if as long as it's not all the time. I mean, actually, I'm just curious because I was thinking about the both of you because I remember the Superman baby question I asked you, and you're like, yeah, I don't think
Oh
she's
yeah.
into it.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not into it. And I'm like, and it turns out she's like, no, no, I'll take care of a Superman baby. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, wait,
Oh,
Superman
good.
baby? I thought we are just talking about a baby if we found if someone left a baby on our doorstep.
Oh, yeah, that
Or
too.
was it
Whatever, same
Superman
thing.
baby? If we were talking about
I
like
think,
if the baby has
I think I
super
did.
strength.
Yeah, I think I did mention it because remember, somebody. Oh
Okay,
well,
that's
no, oh
I
no, no,
did
no. You
not
know what?
bring
It was
that
like a
up.
Superman. No, no, it was a Superman scenario where you found a baby like on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You just found this baby on the side of the road.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
would you
Okay.
keep it or just take it? Yeah, yeah. It was more like that. That's why I say
Okay.
Superman scenario baby.
All right. I'm like,
Um,
oh, are we like we're actually getting like a Superman? Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so let me to anyone tuning in. That was the scenario if someone kind of just dropped off a baby at our doorstep. Yeah, I thought my wife would, right? I thought she would want to
you,
give it to
yeah,
some adoption,
authorities.
yeah,
Yeah,
or authority, right?
yeah.
But I was wrong. She said she said she would take it in. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Oh,
That's fine too. Like I'm not like
no, that's
I
cool.
wasn't against that initially, but I think I was just trying to gauge like her where she would be because we try to often make sure
Yeah,
we're on the same page. So I think
no,
that's
that's
what the
good.
context of the question was, like, oh, like if this happened, because we were talking about having kids, I think. So I
Yeah,
was we were just talking about, yeah, if that happened to us, yeah, I mean, yeah, she said she would take in the baby and raise it, and that's cool too. That's fine.
yeah. No, no, it's something I had to think about. It's like, well, if I found the baby, it's like, oh no, man. I take long ass naps. So it's like my house would be on fire, me in it. I was like, oh no. I
Yeah.
like to sleep. I'm lazy and I'm very selfish. I just bought myself a bunch of shit. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I'm a
Well,
terrible parent already. I'm
hey,
a
I mean,
terrible parent. Like,
if you know yourself well enough, but I will say, sometimes there is like a switch that goes off too. So like I think it's like when the chips are down, you will find yourself stepping up and taking on that important task. But um
yeah,
it's a lot of I mean my in-laws, they just had their baby, and I don't know if I have the bandwidth to be able to, like, I have old conditionings myself that I'm still working on. So it's to be able to adapt to just how everything is now. Like it's all good, but it's just not as, like, I worry about a lot of questions that I'm gonna have to answer, and I'm not gonna have. I just worry about having the tools.
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that's what it's like. I
Because
can't think about
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of like how things should be taught or done. Like I
yeah,
now looking back, I wish I faced certain adversities growing up as a kid, because there's a lot of value in that I believe like some of the hardest motherfuckers are from, just being able to build the mental strength in early childhood. So I don't, like the coddling. I'm like against coddling a child. I understand. I support the awareness and stuff, but sometimes you fucking, people hate the word man up. But if there's like another way to say man up, I would say it. But it's like when shit gets hard, like fuck it, just buck up. I guess buck up, right?
buck up.
Buck
Yeah, that's a
up.
word. Buck up.
Yeah,
Buck
buck
up.
up.
Keep trucking. But I know my mother was so cute. She's like, I've always told your brother to keep on trucking. Did I ever tell you that? I'm like, no, I would have remembered that. I think Dad told me that once. I
Well, yeah, like I
was like,
can't.
keep on trucking. Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, well, I'm sure there's probably some things like my dad probably would try to, like, I distinctively remember my dad trying to show me how to tie certain knots, because like he would send package big boxes of like food and all this stuff to the Philippines. So he would always like he always had me stand around and watch him tie these knots. And I didn't fucking care at that time. So I'm just like,
Of course. Yeah.
I'm watching them, but I'm not retaining anything. And, yeah, I mean, there's just stuff again. So just the way things are advancing now, I don't know if I have the patience to, like, I just,
Yeah.
it's
Problem
it's a lot.
solving.
It's a lot. So I
Yeah.
don't know if I have
No, it's
that.
a lot.
So,
It's a lot because then it's just like,
yeah,
there's like a lot of shit. Yeah, because then sometimes it falls on the teacher, and the teacher don't want to deal with that.
yeah.
It's what the teacher doesn't want to do with that. They also gotta be teachers, psychologists, or
That's the thing
therapists.
too, like the education too. It's like, do I have to worry? Like, I don't have to worry about what is it, critical race theory or whatever, right? Is that the thing?
That's taught in college, man. Yeah,
Or
no, that's what people are understanding. That's what
I will look,
that's what I'm
right? 'Cause
saying.
that's the thing too. I don't have full understanding of like because I'm very particular about what I want to like waste my energy on. That's my whole thing. So like,
No, don't worry about that.
there's certain things I'm like pretty ignorant about because it at the end of the day it doesn't really apply to me moving forward for the most part. So I just tried not I try not to get too emotionally attached. That being said, yeah, like just I don't. It's just a lot. Like I don't know if there's like
a lot.
because like if there's something the way things are being done that I don't agree with, and it's like and it's being taught to my child, like it's just like yeah, I mean it's just like it's a lot of shit that I mean I'm not that I would have to deal with that alone, but it's again knowing me and I just know I have a way of reacting to stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't to have to the child through it. It's gonna be tough because I'm gonna be.
Yeah, it is tough. But
yeah.
No, I was gonna say, no. Critical race theory. All it is, it's literally taught to lawyers in colleges, and I guess somebody wanted to teach it to kids or something. And literally, all critical race theory is like, well, there are laws that were developed specifically for Black people and sometimes Asian people and sometimes Latinos. There are laws, that restrict their movement. Like, let me see. I'm trying to think. Like, like Jim Crow or something like that. You couldn't like for Black people, you couldn't vote unless you could read. And yeah, that was one of the laws. If you can't read, you can't vote.
Okay.
It's kind of bullshit. So that was a law that was specifically towards Black people. But like, wait, white Americans can't read either. Oh, well, here's another law. If your grandfather was able to vote, then you can vote. That's just an example.
But I mean, so wait, are they teaching that in schools? What?
No, that's
wait. What's?
They didn't want.
I'm thinking of a different issue then. I guess I just remember there was a concern of like the, certain things. I don't want to say like they're changing history, but there's like, I guess the narrative of like the I don't know. There's like something that the way they're teaching kids about with history is being changed. I thought.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm really
they don't want they don't want white kids to feel bad about themselves. And it's like, sorry if your great grandpappy was a slave owner. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I'm not saying you feel guilty. It's like acknowledge it. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, I don't know.
My ancestors were slaves and vaudevillians and teachers. Like that's what they are.
Right. And
it
again,
is what
like,
it is.
Yeah, it's just there are some deep questions I know that will be asked in through parenthood, and I'm like I don't know I don't know if that's for me. So,
it's okay.
It's okay
to not know though, but that's okay. Yeah, what you're not understanding is that it's okay to not know stuff. It's like if you don't know, like that's only one example, and I could probably be wrong. I'm probably wrong too. What it is, but at the same time, it's just like, well, do I do I know history? That's what like. So when you actually speaking of which, when you said, "Oh, why'd you change your name?" This kind of coincides with like changing history and everything like that. So whatever. But so I identify like as punk rocker, Afro punk Latino, but then I'd get a bunch of white dudes in my comments saying, "Oh, you're such a poser because you don't like this and this band. Oh, you don't like this
what?
band. Oh, respect this
Seriously?
band." I'm like, yeah, I'm not kidding. Yeah. Oh, there's no racism in punk. I'm like, oh, okay. No sexism, no racism, no nothing. Oh, okay. You might want to listen to the lyrics, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. But wait, yeah, but
So
why? Yeah, but I am curious. Like, why did you change like like I guess description of your description?
it was pretty much that. Like, I just got tired of people like saying, "Oh, you're not this or you're not that." I was like, okay, well, this is literally what I am. That's how
Okay.
I identify. I mean, I am Colombian.
Basically.
I'm just gonna tell people I'm Colombian, like, because I used to say Latin, and it's
Okay.
just like that's kind of a blank to me. That's a blanket term. That's a
Yeah.
blanket term because I mean, I am. But I'm also indigenous. So, like, there is indigenous blood in me.
Yeah.
From like the rainforest. Like, I'm from
So
South America. People don't know what.
how do you feel about
Hmm, I
Latinx?
don't understand it. I don't understand this. Some people get I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand. I'm not completely sure what it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was because they were trying to be non-binary when people use
Yeah.
Latinx, but
Is it not
people are
that?
saying it's something different.
Oh.
That's what I thought it was, but they're saying it's not. It's like more. No, point is nobody can explain why they get so upset at hearing Latinx term. I don't know why. Couldn't
Sounds like
tell
an
you.
NFT, like trying to explain Latinx, like trying to explain the NFT.
Forget it. Like I just
Well,
like see that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some things that's like, you know what, I don't really give a fuck.
but
That's not
so
how
right, like the shit like that, like stuff like that,
Yeah.
like did the new generation of kids that are growing up, like I wouldn't want to be the parent that has to teach them about shit like, oh, Latinx. So this term is, for this because, in this era, blah, blah, just blah, 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 blah. Now we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
non-binary and this and that. It's like, bro, like you're going to explain this to a kid?
Nah,
this is
cross that
crazy.
bridge when you get to it. No, no, no. You just cross that bridge when you get to it. When a kid like legit asks you like, "What's not binary?" Then you
All
answer,
right.
but they're not
Yeah.
gonna answer you
Well,
a good
I
question. And then
worry
also at the
about
same
that
time,
bridge being built.
yeah, you can just tell them to shut up and look it up and Google it. Tell them to shut up and Google it.
I know, right? Well,
I was like,
actually, realistically, by the time, right, that the child is old enough, they'll probably be wired to something to be able to fucking get the instant
I mean, it's good to
answer.
check in. It's good to check in at least.
They're gonna put
How are
on
you
their
feeling?
fucking, sim-
Yeah,
simulation goggles. I can't even think of the
the
goddamn
simulation.
word.
I mean, I think it's okay. I think, I like when kids make up shit. It's like, why not? I don't care. You can identify as a unicorn from outer space. I don't care. What are your surnames? Bebop and Zoobop? Sure, why not? I don't give a fuck. We're only gonna be here like 5 minutes together, so whatever. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
No, it really does. Yeah, because it's like, I don't know. It's just like sometimes I do get tired of labels. Sometimes I do. Um, but in the end, like, I just want to be somebody's ally, a proper
Yeah.
ally. That's the only reason why I put that up there. Um, because some people don't know what I am. I don't know if we talked about this again. I don't know if we're talking about this again. People have these stories, like they have these fucking stories about me, and I'm like, no, dude, like I grew up in a black neighborhood. I was born, I was born a poor black child. No, didn't get that movie. Okay, whatever. Look at The Jerk. That's from that. I swear to God, ever since I saw that movie, I'm like, oh my fucking God, this is like hitting a little too close to home. I'm like,
You don't have I mean, look,
anyway,
you don't have to go there if you don't want to. It's just crazy times. I honestly don't even know
no,
how we got here. We got real deep.
no, but no, but it's like true because if people think I grew up around, because they find out that Colombian, and they're like, oh, were you born there? I'm like, no, I was born in the U.S.
Right.
I get loud when I hear that. I was like, why would you think that? Just because I'm Colombian doesn't mean I went there once when I was 10. I'm like, this is a fucking third world country. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of third world country. You can't flush the toilet. You can't put your bum rags in the toilet because it'll stop up.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's a little bit of third country. Not too much, but it's like on the edge. You can still get like cosmetic surgery and your teeth done. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, you can't flush the toilet too much. And they have limited hot water. But other than that, it's just like, people think I grew up like around, my Colombian family. It's like, no,
Yeah.
they were either in Florida or
They want you to
what you
be
call it,
authentically
Cuba.
Colombian. Is the problem?
Yeah, they think,
They want you to be
yeah, they
authentic.
want, yeah, yeah, I'm
Brush off
authentically
the bone
Colombian.
Colombian. Like, sorry.
Okay, buenos dias, muchachos. It's like, no, I don't know that much Spanish. I know
Like,
high
chill.
school Spanish,
Chill
like
now.
high school Spanish. Yeah, it's like, I am just, yeah. Oh, why don't you fluent in Spanish? I was like, because I don't have to be, because English is my first language.
Yeah.
I don't have to do nothing. No, it's just, I mean, it gets irritating, but it's just like, whatever. At the end, like I
Yeah.
said,
I do wish I knew a little bit of my language because I was born here, completely Americanized. Shit, they know when
yeah.
I go over there, they know I'm American. They
No,
stare.
yeah, exactly. Colombian, yeah. If I go over to Colombia, I'm gonna get robbed.
Yep.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
robbed.
I always
Yeah,
have to.
and then because everybody, look at his face. Everybody keeps thinking I got money. I can't
Yeah.
go walking in North. I gotta yell at people. I gotta act crazy in North because people think I got money. I have to yell at them. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I ain't got nothing for you. And they,
Yeah.
when I started yelling that out, it's like I felt a little bad because they got really sad. I'm like, I'm sorry I had to yell at you, but
Eh.
I use that change. I need change. I need change for the meter, and to get a soda. What? You're the only person that needs change? No, I need change. We are all living on hard times. I need them quarters, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, every
Actually,
penny counts.
that's true. I still have change.
Yeah,
Like I still, when I
yeah.
can, I'll carry cash. Although when there's people like beggars at like 7-Eleven, I do. I don't always like if I can give like spare change, like walking out, like if I actually have some spare change walking out, I'll give them change. But if they're like asking me before I'm going in, yeah, like
Yeah.
depending my mood, I'll buy I'll the last time I bought two people liquid death and gave them
Nice.
and then one of them actually asked for change, so I see what I can do, but then I was like, the least I can do is actually get them something. I don't know. I was like, I'll get them water and
Yeah.
here's $1, and then I gave the other person a liquid death also. I'm like, it's water. It's not a beer because the can is like
Yeah. I know.
hardcore looking. But I was like, it's water, so at least stay hydrated. Here's $1. That's what I got.
Yeah, I try to. That's why I was like, no, I don't donate to nobody except organizations, and that's through apps. I'm like, eh. And it's usually like that. That's my spare change. Like, so if I got I got $8 to my name, because I overspent like a ding dong. But if I
Yeah.
got $8, it's like, sure, I'll send it to this organization that's gonna help out these youths,
All right. Yeah.
these youth. But
Yeah. If
yeah,
like
I don't give out money in public.
yeah, if like
I can't.
if
Well,
they're
one,
like,
I don't
oh,
carry cash with me.
if like the register is like, oh, can would you like to donate for such and such? I'm like, oh, sure, I'll donate $1 or whatever, add it to the total. But yeah, trying
Yeah,
little by little.
I like doing. Oh shit! Sorry, did I hear that?
You
Sorry,
sneeze?
I like belt. Oh no, the belch like came from my throat. Sorry,
Oh,
I don't know if you heard that. I felt it.
it's fine. I
I felt
belt.
it. It was like herb.
I burp on the
Okay, good. I
podcast
don't
all
know.
the time. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was like, I just felt it and it felt loud. I'm like, oh my
Oh
god.
no, don't worry about
Anyway.
it. I didn't hear it anyway, so don't worry. I,
Oh,
I,
okay,
I
good.
wish I
Thank
heard
God.
it actually. If I heard it, I could
Yeah, it was
actually
just like it just like jumping out of my throat. I can't stand it when it does that. Like
be
I
yourself.
control my own body.
Be yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell
Be
yeah.
yourself. Forget it. I don't care. I like My Little Pony. I don't care. Yeah, speaking of which, they're coming. Loungefly's coming out with book bags and they're coming out with. I already bought it. Care Bear book bag,
Oh shit.
Loungefly. Oh,
Care Bears.
oh god,
Oh man.
Care Bears. Oh, it's so cute. It's like so pastelly, and it has a Care Bear castle. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna buy this because it's bringing me happiness.
I'm pretty sure the last
I
time I
can't. Yeah.
watched the Care Bears movie, I cried at the end.
Yeah, See, that's what people don't know is that the TV show, yeah, it's a little goop. Oh, well, there's one episode. There was one episode that was like super dark, and I think this might have been the introduction of Captain Cold or something. Oh no, Professor Coldheart, and it was dark as shit because they got stuck. The Care Bears got stuck in mud and like this mucky muck stuff, and then they were like captured. So I have that one on VHS. But the first movie was uber dark because they had to deal with like Satan's book.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like you got to look at the first one. Like, oh no, in the second one they had to deal with Satan. I was like, damn, these are like some devilish entities that want no feelings in the world. I'm like, how is nobody talking about this or making movies about this?
Yeah.
Care Bears, like in the '80s, cartoons got super like they were just super dark.
Yeah. Oh, well,
The Care Bears battled the devil. Yeah, Care Bears
damn.
battled the devil.
I'm curious the age group that'll be tuning in on this episode. We're talking about a lot of old school nostalgic stuff from like 80s, 90s.
They'll have to Google it. That's the power of Google. Google Care Bears.
Well,
Care Bears
I mean, I think virtually everyone at least knows of the Care Bears. But like we've been we've been bringing up some old school stuff like with music and art.
Actually, it really depends on the individual because I've met so there's this game store called, was it J2 Games or something? And these kids are like super duper experts on shit that like was born before them. Like I was there where, when PlayStation first came out and it's like, I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
But they do. So it's just like, it depends on the individual, like if they're interested in, like old school stuff.
Gamer culture is like crazy. So I'm not surprised. I mean, if I saw if they looked really young, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised at the same time because I mean, if they, people that love video games, when they're in it, they're in it. That's their shit.
Yeah, I know, because that's why I got out of it at one point because, I was getting a little carpal tunnel in this hand. And it was just like, yeah, it was like as soon as the news game came out, they got it and they played it. And then it's like, if you weren't like that, they didn't want to talk to you. And I'm like, well,
oh yeah.
This is dumb. Like, I don't have time to like play these video games. I gotta draw this shit. I gotta go to school, man. I gotta go to school.
Wait, school?
Yeah.
What? Oh wait, are you talking about back then? Or are you talking about
back then? Like no, back then, like you had to, no, because when people are fans, sometimes they're like uber fans, and the fan in them takes over their lives, and like that's not me. Like,
oh yeah,
I want to get it. Yeah, I want to get into other things. I want to teach myself other things.
Yeah, I've been saying it a lot. I'm like, I'm just not. The level of geekness is, I feel like it's lower, but also the thing, like the particular thing I'll geek out to, it's random. Like I don't keep up with the trends. I just kind of jump on board with whatever, or I just like go back on nostalgic stuff and go off on that, like the Ninja Turtles again. Like I'm back on that train a bit and just kind of, just nostalgic. So like I just rewatch the old movies or I watch the cartoons or something. I mean, I'm excited. They're gonna have the collection come out at the end this year, and I'm fucking stoked. I gotta get my hands on that.
Wow, they're gonna do a reproduce.
No, so
they're doing a reproduction.
Well, Cowabunga collection. So it's gonna have all 13 games. Like it's gonna have all the Ninja Turtle games for each console. So it's gonna have all the the Nintendo versions, all the Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis, Game Boy.
Wow.
All 13 versions in one collection. Really excited.
Cool.
That's again,
that does sound exciting.
Like growing up, I never owned that. So fucking I just want to like own these retro games and play them and enjoy them. Like I couldn't when I was
so you're at the point where I'm at, actually. That's the point of in my life where I'm at. It's like I want this nostalgic stuff. It's like I want it.
Yeah, exactly. I think I was trying to get there last time. I couldn't remember, but yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get as Yeah, we're on the same sort of nostalgic feeling, but our approach to it's been different, is just different. But yeah, it's funny how that is, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just, yeah,
With
I'm
the mask
beginning like
too.
Loungefly. Like I said, I'll break Loungefly. Like
Mm.
I was like, I waited, and it's just like at the moment, I just didn't have the money, and I just wasn't in the mood for some of these things. But then I'm trying to remember what I bought, and it just like sparked in my brain. It's like, I kind of want this. I really want this stuff because I do like dressing up. I try to take care of my. This is my Harlequin
Okay.
HQ dress. Is it pudding? Yeah. Hold on. There you
Oh
go. Yep, yep.
shit.
I had this. Yeah, I had this for a long time. I was like, I'm taking care of this thing because they don't make it anymore.
Mm,
That was another thing. It's like you better get it now because guess what? That's it. What's the new thing?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just
I was like, really?
there's just so much. The shit just keeps rolling. The machine keeps going. It doesn't slow down. And I'm stuck in the past often with stuff like that. But
I'm okay with being stuck in the past a little bit as long as I
yeah.
don't look it.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing.
Well, we got
No, because it's like
we got good genes.
no.
A,
Oh yeah, yeah.
for me,
Yeah.
well, yeah, for me it's Asian don't raisin. For
Don't
you,
Asian,
it's
don't worry.
black don't crack. And then what would be like the Colombian version of that? What would be like
I don't know.
like what would be like the
I don't
Latin
think they
version?
have a saying. That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows nothing about Colombia. I barely know anything. That's why I was like excited when Encanto came out. I was like, yeah, I don't know shit. I really don't. Like coffee, bacalao, bachata, and that's it. Other than that, like, whatever. That's about it. Like,
Respect.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
You're
So
just
what are, yeah, just look at Encanto. What are we, like, it's almost, yes, kinda like if this was like a Colombian fairy tale, yeah, that's how everybody would dress. Like everybody who's dressing Encanto, that's like traditional festival clothing.
yeah.
Sure. And we love our coffee, and we have very strong coffee. And Americans or whatever you want to, I don't mean to say Americans, but non-Colombian people like their coffee light, and I like it like a little muddy. I like it so it can keep you up for 5 days. That's how I like my coffee. Yeah, like I could drink coffee and go take a nap if I don't like it.
Shit.
Yeah, that's how like hardcore my DNA is. It's like, nah. I was like, yeah. But then other
Damn.
people are like, oh, if I have a sip of tea at noon, I'll stay up for hours. I'm like, oh, I wish I had that problem, kinda.
Shit. Damn.
But there you go.
So all
Yeah.
right.
Right?
I forgot to set a timer on how long we've been doing
Oh,
this.
oopsie.
Because I know I don't I can't
Oh, it's
I
already
did
four?
that
Holy shit.
semi-intentionally because I think it's almost been 2 hours, if I'm being honest. But
Yeah, because we started at 2, it's already 4. Yeah.
yeah, like two something, right? But I don't know why at the time, because I thought about it. I usually have my iPad with the timer, and I thought about. I'm like, oh, I was like, I'm gonna be hanging out with Cali. Like, I don't need the timer,
Oh,
but
okay. There you go.
but
Roll with the punches.
I know we could go on for hours, is because I know we can riff. You know what it is too, because lately with just with some of the newer guests, I had
Mm.
to be mindful of the duration because some people don't have they don't have that endurance just
Oh,
to really just bullshit,
yeah, yeah.
but also too for the audience, right? Sometimes I have to remember people could be listening and tuning in, watching. So yeah,
Feel
actually,
free to
speaking
chop
of
it up.
it, anyone has been tuning in or is tuning in right now, hey, hope
Oh,
you can
okay.
hope
I
you
mean,
can
you can
enjoy
always chop up the
yourself.
episode. Yeah, chop up the episode because, like, sometimes I feel bad for, like, you know, because sometimes I can only listen for so long, and then I'm like, my brain needs to switch over to music now.
That's
I need a
yeah,
I need slight silence because it's like there's too much talking.
for
My
sure.
brain is like a little loud for me right
Well,
now. So,
I
I mean,
address it. I address it because I am one that I can listen to long form conversation. So I'm used to it, but I don't expect that of my audience. So I know, like, even when I'm checking out numbers on YouTube, like I know those numbers are like revisits and stuff. Cause yeah, like I don't expect people to be able to be able to complete an episode, especially my episodes.
Mhm.
Majority of them, they fucking easily hit 2 hours because, and I always say, like, it depends on the guest. Because if it's a really, if it's a going great, fucking, we hit
Yeah.
those 2 hours easily. It's rare, but it has been done where I've done like 3 hours. I mean, I think the last time we did the podcast together, we still like,
Yeah, I think
I stopped the recording, but I know we still sat down for another hour and just kept bullshitting, So,
yeah.
you know, but it's just, it's funny when I'm bringing on new people, it's first time podcasting, and they kind of, they still look at it as an interview, which,
Yeah.
if you're listening and
They're
watching,
a
it's
little
not an
stressed.
interview. It's literally long form
Yeah,
conversation.
they're a little stressed.
Um,
Well, I mean, it is the
this,
internet. You don't want to look like a total boob.
well, like,
Yeah, and that's how,
yeah, it's
yeah,
just,
that's why I had to
but
make sure, look, I look good. Yeah.
well, it's not just this. It's because I do try to promote and market the local talent. So that's why I mean, it's what brought us
Oh,
together.
nice.
It's why I had you on the first time. But I do like, it's just funny because when you do sit with someone, and like the initial intention is like, trying to just like kind of market them, right? Just help promote
Yeah.
them. But then in conversation, you get to the point where they're like, yeah, it's fun I think it's like this with you too. It's like, it's nice to take a break from our endeavors and be able to bullshit and talk about the other stuff, the other life stuff. So that's why in the beginning I say, we talk about art and life, because sometimes we're so involved with our projects that it's draining. There's points of burnout. So it's nice to be able to sit down with another creative person, but then
Hmm.
kind of just talk about other stuff besides creativity. I mean,
I mean, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
nice to
And
be
so it's
able to
like, I don't
connect.
think,
Nice to connect that way over just art. But
yeah, I can't do art 24 hours. Like, that's what it's like, I think I need another different
well,
job. So when I come and do my stuff,
you need
like,
a
that's
balance,
just me. That's just me.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause that's just me entirely.
Yeah,
So
I
it's like,
feel that.
more power to anybody who can, like, do what you do, try to get out there on your own and do it 100%,
Yeah,
which I think you should do, because like, you know, we need more independent artists. Being an artist should not be like, oh, that's cute, it's a hobby. No, no, that's your job. You know,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Well,
because some people don't think, oh, well, you need a real job. I was like, no, being an artist is a real job.
yeah. Well, that's it's funny you say that, because I feel like there have been times I've brought on um artists uh that that are seemingly like getting on their groove, right? I don't want to say upcoming artist. Well, like
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like an upcoming artist. Like they're producing a lot of art. Like they're just getting out
Yeah,
there. And
yeah.
oh shit, what was my train of thought? Sometimes I find myself bringing artists on, and I find out it's a little more of a hobby than like I want to make a living out of this. Like I
Right.
find myself in a couple of sessions like that. I have to be like careful about who I'm bringing on the show, because it's like I don't want to
Oh, okay.
promote this person's thing and they're not all in on it.
Working it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah, yeah. I think, no, no, I get it, because it's like, it's a little
maybe I'm
sad.
saying it
Yeah.
incorrectly, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like it's like,
No, I get it.
well, like, cause like
I get
yourself,
it,
like
because yeah.
you're doing all these things. Like this is clearly not just a hobby for you, right? Like
Yeah. No,
this
no,
is part of
it
your
helps
life.
me pay my bills. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, no, my
there's
art, my art has paid bills in the past. It's like, I'm
yeah,
like, shit. It's like, I'm short because I just had it. Go out and have some Taco Bell.
Right.
Sorry,
But when
I'm
we
not
have
hungry.
like to have conversations like we would, like especially like on the business front of it, not just the creative part, like
Yeah.
I don't know, I've had guests where I had to really dig that out kind of because then
Oh,
like I could feel like I'm starting to press on them and like try to like you got to do this, you got to do that, and it's like I don't know if you want to even do that. Like I don't know if you're doing this, like if it's that
right.
serious, if right. So
Oh, I see what
I'm
you're
just saying I don't even know why how I got in that train of thought, but
saying. No, no, I get it. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
this
I don't know if you know,
podcast
like,
is
but I do
always
sell it.
all over the place.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I sell in other stores because it's like, Etsy's getting out of hand. I'm sure we touched on this, but I'll touch on it again. It's like, Etsy's getting out of hand with these fees and everything.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
I had, but luckily,
Still,
fortunately, a lot of people,
yeah.
still, heck yeah, man. I feel bad for anybody who's just trying to have a little business. I mean, it's cool to start off with just so you can get the idea of what you're getting into and how you can try and make it work for you. But after a while, it's just like, nah, go find a store that'll sell your stuff because some people are being very brave and they're like, I want to open up a brick and mortar store where it's nothing but art and this and that. And it's like, yeah, I want to support those people because they
Mm,
always have a lot of great artists in their shops. And
yeah.
yeah, like, fuck Etsy because they're a cajillion dollar, you know, it's like you're not gonna give a break to anybody. I was like, this is why I don't want to,
Mm.
okay, okay. They can sue me.
It's
They
funny
can try
because
and like rip me off.
hey,
Go on.
no, I'm just saying you
Whatever.
don't take no shit.
I mean, it's just, I've taken shit. I'm just tired of taking shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, hey, yeah, not yeah,
Yeah.
don't take no shit no more.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Stop taking my money. Worked hard for that. My money.
Are
Fuck you,
you
pay me. Yeah.
are you I think I saw in um one of your older posts. I think you did this a little while ago, but you were you like at a market or I know you were selling at like local stores and stuff, but did you do
Yeah.
a market somewhat recently also?
Oh, yeah, yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. Atomic Vintage in Belmar, New Jersey. Sometimes I just go there to hang out,
Okay.
like literally just hang out. Um, I'm sorry, that was my train of thought. So
No,
whatever, I just go
uh,
there. He says like, oh, hey, it's pretty much, do you want to hang out and sell some of your stuff? And it's like I kind of need to make a drop there anyway. So I was
right.
like, okay, let me just go because I need to make a drop anyway with this new stuff I have for
Yeah.
him. And they want all my stuff, and I'm like, because then and I have to sit and think, it's like, shit, what do I have? I know I have stuff. I made a bunch of stuff and I didn't really sell like on Etsy for whatever reason, but they'll sell in the shops, no
Mm,
problem. It's not a problem. So that's pretty much what it was. I just set up a little table and I had my paintings. I did sell one painting, so that was
no.
good. Um, so that was just that. It was just new stuff I spread out, and I'm helping a friend sell with that store,
Okay.
and his store is doing really good. It's in you know, down the shore, down New Jersey shore is like really awesome. It's always
Mm,
fun. They always got old weird stuff, and it's just like that's what people go there for. They go there to vacation and
yeah.
look at weird shit. So
What's the store called?
yeah, he's good. Atomic Vintage.
Oh, okay.
Atomic
Atomic
Vintage.
Vintage.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah. He's good people. So, like whatever clothing I make, he's like, yeah, yeah, give it to me. Whatever. Like when I hear whatever you want to make, I will sell it for you. Like, boop,
Well, what's his
you
name?
got it, bro.
Let's give him a proper shout
His name
out.
is Eric.
Eric,
Oh
shout out to
yeah,
Eric
wow. Eric. I don't. Shout
of
out to Eric at
Atomic
Atomic
Vintage.
Vintage because I forgot his last name, but that's okay. I don't want to get too much information on him.
Sorry,
No,
Eric, but
because
hey,
yeah, because
Atomic
he's not
Vintage.
wait, one more time. I
No, I was just
couldn't hear
saying,
that.
sorry, Eric, but you know what? Visit Atomic Vintage. Go find out Eric's last name.
Yeah, yeah. Go to. Last name.
I will
No, don't
stalk
say that.
him.
They might
I
actually.
will stalk his
Yeah, they're like,
Instagram.
oh,
Tag him.
he's not like an internet person. He just has like a little Facebook, and then that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
He doesn't really do online sales.
Okay.
Which he kind of almost doesn't need to. He doesn't really need to. He's got really great stuff. He's
Oh,
got
that's
like
good.
whatever
That's
band
good.
shirts. Yo, band shirts, concert shirts. You want something from the 80s that looked like it just rolled off the racks? Boom, you got it. Oh, it's really great. Yeah, he got toys, comics.
Nice.
He's got a really good tape, like his cassettes. Like I looked at his cassettes, I'm like, Dokens, Dream Warrior, single from oh my god. Actually, that's one of my favorite Freddie movies. The Dream Warriors, and Dokken did a song for them, and I just like I love that song, and so he had a cassette of it, and I was like, shit, let me buy this. So
Yeah.
I did, and I was like, so good.
So
I don't know, I just get like,
when you sell your stuff at these stores,
yeah.
does that um how do I want to ask this? I mean, you don't do markets, right? You don't do like artisan markets or anything. You just do like the shops, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So does that
It just makes my life
you have
easier.
no interest in doing markets?
Nah,
Okay.
no. I just yeah, because I just get irritated because it's just like yeah, because like these fools take my money and then they don't do any advertisement. You know,
Okay, I see. Yeah.
they don't do advertisement, and a lot of times it's far away. It's like I can't drive to Pennsylvania all the time. I can't.
Yeah.
So it's just like yeah. So thank God for a lot of these stores because I can mail my stuff to them, and then whatever sells, they write me a check or they Venmo, and I'm good. It's like I can concentrate on the art.
Mm.
And that's kind of what I wanted. I want to concentrate on my art, and I haven't really produced anything. I don't know. I've been working a lot. So.
Well,
And
there you
then
go. There's
sometimes
your
once I get off
accountability
work,
thing right there. It's like,
yeah, no,
it's on
it's
record.
on me.
It's on record. I'm gonna make a soundbite out of
It,
that.
it's
Yo,
it's
Cali.
fully on me. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, yeah, because I fall asleep. I can't help it. I just like as soon as I get home, I'm like, I'm gonna totally do this, and I'm like,
I
no,
we've all been there.
forget it.
Actually, this past week, there were a couple of days I ended up taking a nap throughout the afternoon. I was like, shit. It's rare that it happens, but
Yeah, no,
it
totally, yeah.
happens. Like I said, we get to a point of burnout, and it kind of hit me recently, and it's been a while because I felt like I've been on a really nice groove. I've been like on this high from these last couple successful events. So then I just like found myself kind of burning out. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I remember this.
Yeah, I'm trying
But
not to
it's all
burn
good
out. I'm just
though.
doing one thing at a time. Yeah, I'm just trying to do one thing at a time.
For
Like,
sure,
look, here, I'll
exactly.
show you.
As long as you
I'll
kind
show
of
you. Look,
just
see,
compose yourself and just kind of
look,
accept the reality
look,
of it.
G.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I gotta cut this out. Yeah, I cut a lot of things by hand. Well, so this one, I have
Nice.
a little circle cutter. I don't. I put it away because it was just in my way. So
Mm,
I gotta cut each sticker. When it's these circle ones, I
mm,
I gotta make sure my brain is on point because I want to cut these out perfectly.
yeah.
So I also take my time on a lot of things. So it's like if they're not seeing stuff, it's because it's like for me, I want it to be more accurate. I can't be
Yeah.
like half sleepy, like going, no, that's just
No,
not
for
how I
sure.
work it.
I've
Yeah.
talked to a couple. My buddy Rick, man,
Oh yeah, right.
he's mentioned that he's like well, for his project it's like there's like an NDA with stuff that he's working on, so he can't talk about it. But that there's like always that
Oh, okay.
worry of like when I'll just say our social media, when our social media
Mhm.
is like quiet because we're busy. Like there's always that worry of like, I haven't been posting, but behind the scenes, I'm doing this, that, and the other, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Because like sometimes I worry about that too, and I mean, I mean, it's why I'm like sharing some of the content that I have been sharing. Like I've been resharing some old stuff lately just to again kind of
Yeah,
stay
I do it all the time.
relevant, but also there are like some new followers too, so it kind of gives them a sense of like some of my work. But
Yeah, I like
it
to
just
like if I well, I was gonna say if I get busy, if I get super busy, I'll try to at least post once a month, just so they know that this account is still active. I
Well, like, you know what
don't
it
like when
is?
accounts they don't post.
The trick really is
Mm,
because I know a lot of people that aren't, they don't have that, they don't post a lot because it's just like not in their usual day to day, whatever, right? Like, you just
sure.
kind of do your shit. But a way to be able to, I just like now I try to make it a habit of always recording shit I'm doing. So like the
Right.
sketches, like all the portraits, it's funny because I'm like, I go through my phone, I'm like, I have so many portraits, like I can make a book, which I will eventually
Oh, nice.
do, but I kind of want to like do it. I want to do it nicely. I want to get like nice scans for them, and or at least like get professional photos. So I got to connect with like a photographer that will either do it for free or hook me up with like a really good deal. Like I have no problem
Right.
paying, but if they can work with me on the price, like, because I mean
Right.
I don't really have a lot of money. Um,
Right.
but yeah, like I have so much content for my portraits where I have to, once I do get back on these work in progress pieces,
Mm-hmm.
everything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna record it. So at least I have
Oh,
like
wow.
content I can share. Cause again, right? Like I
Yeah.
guess like if we want to keep our followers engaged, we gotta have something to kind of give them a little something. And stories is like
Yeah.
a great way to do that. Like you always have stories, at least if you're not posting on your main grid, you always have something in your stories going on. So at least you have
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah, that's what I like about stories because sometimes I'll post like non-art related content, like my
Yeah.
cassettes that I'm really stoked about. I
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
post that, records. Like I found out I didn't realize I had a Biz Markie record. I'm like, I
Nice.
was like, how the fuck did this get in my collection? I got it for free. I know I got it for free. Why it was free, you, but it was for free. And I have it, so I played that. I'm like, oh shit, because I hadn't played it until he like died. And I'm like, let me play this thing. I don't even know what's on it. And
Mm,
then sure enough, it was a great rap. It was like great. It was just like a single, what was that, a 7-inch? I forgot. No, 7-inch. A 35. It was a 35.
yeah.
They're like the itty bitty ones. Um, so yeah, I post sometimes I'll post non-art stuff and
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
mean you've seen it. Where you've seen it, like my Hello Kitty um
Uh,
microwave.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little proud of that one. I was like, yeah. I was like, it works great. Like, I like cause so the story actually wait, so yeah, I have like a shit ton of Hello Kitty stuff right now.
Uh-huh.
And I realized like, oh, I love Hello Kitty, but as a child, nobody got me Hello Kitty.
Mm.
Whatever. Nobody knows. Nobody loves me. Anyway, so this lady
No one knows me.
nobody loves me. I want boots and Hello Kitty. That's all a girl wants. No, but the funny thing, I just thought it was funny because it's like there's a lady in my town who has like these flea markets, and I never went to them because she it looked like she always sold shit and junk and garbage. And then one day, like I'm not gonna lie, I almost got into an accident. I was about to stop my car and jump out and grab this Hello Kitty doll. It was like a little, I think it was like a 18-inch Hello Kitty doll, and I was like about to stop my car, get into traffic, like cause a traffic jam, because I saw this thing. But then I'm like, I was like, no, stay on task because you have to do some recycling. I had to donate and do some recycling, and then I was gonna come back and then check her out. And sure enough, I did, and she had like all this great stuff. And I'm like, all right, here, take my money. Shut up, take my money. I don't care. Get that microwave.
Just take
She's like, I have
it.
a microwave. Yeah,
Take
take it.
it.
I'm like, it was like I no, because I thought in my head, I was like, oh, she told me about the microwave, and I was like, man, it's probably so stupid and ugly. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, damn, I shouldn't have done that in front of her. Now she's gonna jack out the price.
Yeah.
But she didn't. It was like yeah, she didn't. It was like $100, and it's usually 400. But she
Mm,
let me have it for $100, and it looks
nice.
great, and it makes me happy every time. It's in my office, actually. It's in my
I
office,
mean,
and
it's like a
yeah,
collectible, so I get it. Right? Going back to collecting. Man, lately been talking about collections. It's pretty funny. But yo, hey, it's a collectible. Fuck it. And if you're gonna use it, at least you're using it. Are you
yeah,
gonna use it?
cooks my food. Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah,
It's
see,
it's in
fuck
my
it.
yeah. I
You're
brought
using
it.
it.
Yeah, I brought it to my office. I brought it to my office because I need a microwave, and I need a fridge. I need my own stuff because everything else is either on the third floor, and I'm not gonna be. I'm in the basement, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I need to have shit handy. Yeah, and I don't want anybody touching my food. And I'm tired of seeing fridge stuffed with somebody else's garbage.
Oh yeah,
That makes
yeah.
me like,
Mm, damn.
like thinking about it makes me infuriated. Like, that's like you can't have communal shit because there's always that a few people who want to take over shit, leave it in there, let it rot and stink, and then it's just like, no, no, don't throw it out.
I
Like,
I would when I had to go to work, I would just put my whole fucking lunch bag in the fridge. Keep that shit, all my shit contained. So in any case, if someone had shit like that, food that'd be like rotten or whatever, my shit's contained. I'm good.
yeah, totally. I'll never forget that one. There was one job where that happened. That's why it just makes me bananas. They just kept stuff in there all like until it was rotting, and I couldn't figure it out which bag smelled. And they just kept, and I was like, can I keep something in here? I like some iced coffee when I get on break. Do you mind? It's like,
Yeah.
you're downstairs. I don't know what the fuck you're doing downstairs, but I'm upstairs dealing with, motherfuckers. This was
Yeah.
when I was working at an art store. I'm not gonna say the name because
Yeah.
those
I
people are whack. Those people are so fucking wacky. It's like, no, don't say nothing about them. Then somehow they'll magically find out, and then they'll call up your place of work and do some other crazy shit. And yeah, that has happened. I was like, I didn't even do anything.
they'll try to cancel you.
Don't try to camp. I was like, I didn't even do anything. I busted my ass for you, and you treated me like garbage. Go to hell. Go
Yeah.
to hell. I don't
I
care.
don't miss that. I don't miss having
No,
to
that's what I was
share
like.
fridge with coworkers.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, that's why there's the Great Resignation. It's like, yeah. Everybody's saying fuck you. You can take this job and cram it.
Well,
No, like because people think like I enjoy being disrespected. It's like, no, I'm a human being. I don't like being yelled at like I'm a
that's right.
2-year-old who just shit it on the rug or something. I was
That's
like,
right.
I'm busting my ass for bullshit pay. I'm sorry. Let me calm
Fuck
myself
yeah,
down.
Cali. Talk your
I
shit.
get so you don't know.
Talk
Yo,
your
I get so
shit.
mad. No, no, people no, because for whatever reason, people don't think I need money. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm glad you think I'm again a 2-year-old. You think I'm an adult woman. Like I don't give a shit. Like what
Consider it.
I don't care what you think. I need money because I got a car and bills to pay. I'm an adult.
I
Just
need
because I
money.
act like a goof. Yeah, just because I wear goofy stuff and act like a goof doesn't mean I don't need money. You know? Yeah, G needs money. He needs a Ninja Turtle money, man. Give him.
No, it's just when you say
Like I
I
need to.
need money, I think of the character from How High. I don't know if you remember that movie, How High.
I remember the movie. I don't think
There's a guy
I don't
they
remember
call I
seeing it.
Need Money, and he has like I think he has a grill and it says I need money. I need with a dollar sign.
God.
So every time I hear I need money, I just think of that guy. I need money.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. We all need money. I don't
Fuck
care
those
what job you're working.
fuck those
Yeah.
people though. Disrespectful, inconsiderate. That is not the way to be. All right. Be a
Yo,
good person.
yo,
Be considerate of other
yo.
people's belongings,
I'm
especially
trying.
food.
Yeah, I want to tell you this one story. Yeah, I want to tell you this one story, but I'm trying to figure out
Talk your
how to
shit.
phrase it
Talk your
so they
shit.
won't know that I'm talking about. Yeah, so they won't know that I'm really talking about. But anyway, the point is, I'm trying to think. Whatever. I feel whenever somebody tells me to, and this is now. Whenever
Uh-oh.
somebody's saying like, "Oh, I don't think that'll sell. You need to rework this?" I'm like, how about I don't do that, and I'm gonna go to another store who's gonna sell it for me. And guess what? The thing you said that wasn't gonna sell, totally fucking sold. So, no shit.
Now, does this happen
No
in
shit.
person or in comments or in DMs? How does this
No.
exchange happen? Is it like did they say this to you face to face or did they like was this in the DMs or something?
This was in the DMs.
Ah,
This,
sorry.
yeah. Well, this is because this is a I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but
If there's names, make up
yeah,
some names if you have to.
yeah, no. Well, this is how can I say this? This is, I don't know, whatever. But the person said it like I needed to rework my stuff,
Mm.
and this is a
They wouldn't
person
have
who I
said that if it was
feel.
a person though, which is why I brought that up. I'm like,
I mean, I don't know them personally,
yeah.
but like I said, I don't know them personally, but
So this
are
was
they
like
in
the
my
store
industry?
owner
Yes.
or someone.
No,
This
no,
is, or this is just a rando. This is just a random person.
no. This is. I can't say. I'm not gonna say anymore because who knows if it's
Okay,
gonna
okay,
look
yeah.
like it.
This is a
Actually, maybe it doesn't matter.
well,
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe it doesn't
wondering,
matter. But anyway,
like,
but they
why
are in
do
my
they care?
industry.
Is what
They
I'm saying.
uh because they do. Okay, I'll say this. They do work for the store that
Okay,
I am selling at.
okay. So
They
they're
do
like a
work there,
seller or something.
but they are not the owner. They are not the owner.
Gotcha. Okay, and
So,
they didn't think
but
that
yeah,
your product would sell well at their establishment. Okay.
yeah. And the thing is, I sold so much at this store. Like as soon as I drop something, it'll walk right out the door a few minutes later because that's how awesome my shit is. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's just like, yeah. I was like, yeah, my shit is awesome. People love my stuff. I
Oh
was like,
yeah,
yeah, because
own it.
I stay true to me, you know?
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
So anyway, I felt super disrespected because it's like, dude, who are you to tell me what to do? Like, am I gonna pull age and rank on you? Yeah, I'm gonna
Mm.
say, it's like, why would I take advice from you? It's like I've been doing this for almost like 3 decades. No, when I start listening to the other people, that's when my work gets shitty, and I hate it. I want
Mm.
to burn it. Okay,
Yeah.
well, not that far, but still, I'll hate it. So yeah, so that's why I was like, no, let's go with it. I'm gonna let this piece live. If nobody likes it, whatever, discount it. Somebody else will like it. Somebody will like what I've done.
So
That's
hold
why I
on.
don't tell
Let me make
you.
sure I
I
get
don't
this
tell, I
straight.
don't tell you nothing. I don't tell what. Go ahead.
Oh no. So now okay. So this person didn't think your product would sell. So
Correct.
you sold it somewhere else, or you sold it
Yes.
there anyway. Okay, so you sold it somewhere else. Now,
Correct.
was that place that did they have like the same aesthetic as the other store? Like, do they sell the same
No.
type of stuff or no?
No. They I saw well the pieces that this one place rejected. I went to Atomic Vintage because Eric wants everything that I do. He doesn't care what it looks like as long as it's crazy bright, well done. Like he'll sell anything, and he sold those two pieces that they rejected. They're like,
Mm,
oh, it's summertime. Nobody wants leopard. Oh, nobody wants galaxy. I was like, oh, okay, well, you're full of
oh,
shit. So
so they're
yeah.
really picky.
I'm like, in what universe does a galaxy pattern, galaxy anything not sell? In
But
what
then,
universe?
were there other products? Were they like the same, like type of stuff?
No, it was
Uh,
just the color black.
mm,
No, and but see, that's the thing. The shop owner, whose staff like rejected my stuff. Wait now, well, no, wait now, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So I asked him like, whatever. But point is, that the shop owner told me, I don't know where he is now. I communicated with him through Instagram only. I don't have his phone number to talk to him about this thing.
yeah.
So it's just like, oh man, I think I might have to pull out of that store. But the point is, it's like the owner said, do whatever you want. I said, do I have to use black? He's like, no. If you got pink, galaxy, whatever, I don't give a shit what it is. You just do you. Women, not even women, just not everybody likes my stuff. Nine women, non-binary, men, whatever,
Yeah.
gay, queer, don't matter. They like my stuff, and yes, it's all geared to anybody who likes my stuff. You do
Yeah.
not have to be female to wear my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't care who buys my stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I
and
just
honestly, yeah,
I just wonder what the first store like. I wonder what their products look like in general. Like,
I'm trying to
because
think.
because what I'm getting
I don't want to talk.
because
Yeah,
if they don't sell the type of stuff that you are trying to sell, like I can kind of
yeah,
get that because like it's like hard to say whether because it's like hard to say if he was wrong or this person was wrong or right. Because if they felt that it wouldn't sell at their store, but took it in anyway and see,
Yeah.
like it'd
Yeah.
be easier to be like, oh yeah, you were right or you were wrong. Because I mean, again, like I'm only
Well, see that.
speculating from as an outsider, but like that'd be my logic is like, if you don't like, all right, if you don't think your products would sell at your store, why not try it anyway and just see? Because if you try selling, if he tried selling I'm just assuming if they're trying to sell your product, if they tried for, let's say like a month, right? Let's say like, look, let me drop this off for like a month, see if it draws attention, interest on purchase, possible purchasing, whatever. But it doesn't, right? Let's say a month goes by, it doesn't work out. Like there was no interest, whatever. Now, okay, I get it. You try Atomic Vintage or whatever, and it sells there. And maybe because their aesthetic is more of your right, your style. Like, okay, I can be like, all right, you were right or you were wrong because you never tried it. Like that's the thing. That's the thing I'm focusing on, I guess, is like, why didn't they try it anyway? Right? Unless
I mean, normally that'd be true, but the thing is, I've sold a lot of my stuff out of that store.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
And I've sold like,
gotcha. So there
their
were
jackets
particular things they didn't agree with. That's weird.
Yeah, they just didn't agree.
That is weird.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The manager wasn't there, and this other person who works there was like making the executive decisions, and it's just like, it's like, dude, anything I drop off has sold. It's like it's not, because the color aesthetic in there is like black. It's like I like black and I do wear it a lot, but sometimes for vests I don't feel like using black. I want to use either pink, green, purple, acid wash. Yeah, and they have always sold there, and then all of a sudden, he doesn't want them there. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta move it along. I'm not gonna rework jack shit. That's the thing that was insulting, was that they wanted me to rework something, and I'm like, that's not happening, bro.
Yeah,
that's not happening. Like,
I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's like
a major factor for sure.
Yeah, it's like, I know what I'm doing. Like, you're talking to me like I did. Yeah, because oh man, it was like so ridiculous. Because apparently there was an email that was sent out, and I didn't get one, so I don't know who the fuck this person was, or I forgot who they were.
Yeah.
And I read the email that they wrote, and it's just like noob shit. They're like, please don't use acrylic. That's like, again, I've been doing this for 30 years. I don't use fucking acrylic on clothing that I'm painting on. I use fabric paint. What kind of noob dumb shit is it? I don't know. I just got mad. It was like, don't treat me like I just like, I might have been born at night, but not last night. Like, come on. That's just got me mad. It's just like, I don't mean to be that person. Be like, do you know who you're talking to? And it's just like,
yeah, no, I totally get it.
I didn't mean to go that route, but it's just like that's just how I was feeling. It's like, I was like, respect a little much,
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I don't need you.
No.
Burn the bridges. Burn the bridges.
That's.
I'm trying not to burn a bridge. I really am not, but I am notorious for doing that. I will,
sometimes
do whatever the fuck I want.
Sometimes they are necessary.
And I've done it before. I've burned bridges, and it's just like, and I haven't looked back. I burnt them, and because people told me don't burn your bridges, I was like, yeah, but I burnt them, and I haven't looked back. Like, I haven't been back to any of those places that I burned. Talk about kerosene, lit that match, boom.
Yeah.
It's like, you mad? I don't really give a shit. Life is too short, and I don't owe you jack shit. I already put in my hard time. I do the work. I give you what you need, and then if you disrespect me, no, that's it. And thank God I live in Jersey. Thank God I live in Jersey.
You gotta have that. There's you gotta have that bit of callousness, I think. Just don't take no shit anymore. It's enough. Enough is enough.
No, well, yeah, enough is enough. It's just like, I'm tired of it. It's like, don't mess with me, kid.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me because you'll just be left in the dust. But anyway, I'm like, I mean, whatever. I'm talking big game. Thank God for Eric. Thank God for Eric. Oh, and then bad
Shout
reputation.
out to
Real
Eric
quick.
so and so of Atomic Vintage.
Eric. I just call him Atomic Eric or Eric.
Atomic Eric.
Yeah, Atomic Eric. Yeah, I'm sure I'll learn his last name, but it's like whatever. We'll keep it friendly.
Yeah.
And then there's Lucy at Bad Reputation. I hope I got her name right. Bad Reputation. They sell my stuff, and of course, good old South Street Art Mart. They sell my stickers. Like, yeah, so exclusively stickers and pins. And it's like, okay. Oh, and maybe little I gotta send it. Oh, man, they're out of like little patches. Gotta send them little patches. See, I'm like way behind. And also like, oh yeah, South Street Armor is just getting so popular, and it's like good for them. Because now they have a waiting list for some artists, and it's like, yeah, like they don't mean to be picky, but they have to because that shit gotta move. Gotta move.
Yeah, and it's tough because when
I feel bad for anybody. Yeah.
It's tough because like if you're trying to sell at other stores or like whatever small just distributions, like it's gotta kind of fit with their aesthetic too. And I think that's why I never really got into that or haven't stepped into that realm of trying to sell artwork at like local coffee shops or local bar restaurants or anything, just because I mean I've considered it, but I feel like I just don't have enough of pieces to like just put out. I don't know. My focus is also somewhere else as well. Like I'm focused on other things, I guess. So, but
that's okay. I mean, you do you know.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I do think about it sometimes. I'm like, I should like hit up these places and see if they would want to put some of this stuff up. Or again, my head just has been on this podcasting. But it has been fun.
Yeah, I mean it is, do whatever you need to do. Like I said, ooh, that reminds me. Look. Hold on. I'm just really stoked because it's like, well, because there's a design that keeps selling out at the store, and I'm like, oh my god, I mentally like I can't take it. No, I'm happy that it gets sold out, but at the same time, it's like, damn it, it's like I'm having problems with like getting ink right now, and it's like, so look, so this is the popular design. This was done. I sent it out. Hold on, wait, where is it? Oh, these are ones I made. These are the ones I made. Oh, here it is.
That one.
These are the ones I made by hand. I printed it out, and then I sent it over to Sticker app, and look, it's the same thing, right? I'm like, damn, they're good. Sticker app, mine. So anyway, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take any of my popular designs and outsource them. That's where I'm at.
Oh, yeah, wait. Here, look. Did I use Sticker app? I forgot which one I used, but yeah, I outsourced the limited animal stickers that I had.
Is that where they came from? Those are nice, yeah.
I've been meaning to add more characters, but I just kind of fell off of that and moved on to the next thing. So it happens. Yeah, I mean, I do have three. I have three potential, but that was kind of relevant to the sticker series. So yeah, I don't know. Like it's too many things.
Your own butt.
There's too many things.
Oh yeah, there's
for myself. I can't even keep up with my.
Yeah, no, yeah. Man. Yeah, no, it's rough. Yeah, but that's what I did. So I was like, okay, I can't, I like making everything myself. I like making it in-house only because it's like I get to do the quantity I want because I got like a shit ton of designs and it's like I can't outsource all of them, but because like I said, like I just had a problem with the inks. It's still, the ink still has not come in. I gotta talk to those assholes who were supposed to send me my ink. So I just got frustrated with them.
Yeah,
I ain't got time for this, so I outsourced it. So, and I'm like, okay, this will save me a lot of time because that's a popular design, very popular design. I always sell out.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm trying to think of something we could share with the audience, something valuable that they could take upon themselves for their own thing, whether it's some sort of creative endeavor or something non-creative? What's something we could pass on to the audience?
I think it's like it's okay to like what you like, unless it's something gross, like kid. You know what I'm saying?
All right. You know what? Because I was trying to be
I
inclusive.
don't know how to phrase that.
Maybe we'll just
What? Oh,
focus. Maybe we'll focus on creatives because guaranteed there's
okay. Yeah, sorry. I've been looking at a lot of forensics because that's like the free show that always comes on, and I'm like, a lot of death and murder on those shows, and I'm like, I know you love to torture people, but it's like that's not a good thing to do, bro. Like, no, that's a no-no.
all right. Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well,
Well, being creative is still fun.
okay. You go first. You go first, and then I'll go.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Like, I think people need to. There's a lot of things because the thing is, I feel like when it comes to art, it's okay to be educated in art. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
I think people who have it's okay to take like one class, but don't be disrespectful against the people who've done it for years. I don't know. I don't think I can really give good advice.
Be
I think
humble.
it's good to be true to yourself.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Humble. Yeah, it might be good to be
maybe it's not
humble.
humble.
Maybe
Or
humble.
maybe it's arrogance. I don't know. But I mean, well, look, either way, definitely be respectful of those that are experienced in the craft that you're gonna try to learn for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Be the
yeah.
student. Be a respectful student of the craft if you're trying to learn
Just
something.
because you're in charge, just because you're in charge doesn't mean you're right. So,
Huh.
you know,
Where does that come from?
maybe
Like,
that's what it is.
from? What happened to you?
Oh,
Were you trying to
shoot, that was because of the ruling. I ain't gonna go into it, but because of the ruling, and people are like, yeah, we won. I'm like, just because you won doesn't mean you're right.
Oh, geez.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. No.
Yeah.
No. So the point is,
yes,
like I said, there you go. If I had to tell people, just because you're in charge or you won doesn't necessarily mean you're right. But yeah.
Well, yeah, don't be like a gloating. I don't know what. Don't be a gloat. Is that a noun? Can that be an
arrogant?
Just don't. Yeah, just don't be an asshole.
There you go. Don't be an asshole.
If something is in your favor, don't be an asshole. Be respectful. If you're gonna be the victor of whatever the thing is, be respectful.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like that.
Because
you're gonna be the victor, be respectful.
There's something going on. I'm gonna try to be as vague, but still be meaningful. Like, I don't want people to feel attacked, but I want people just to be aware. Just try not to react immediately. Try to get as much hearsay, some information before you completely go on, become outraged. Just try to, I don't know. The way I see things happening, it's just things happen so fast. So it's like, just try to take a breath, because it's again, get all woo. Yeah, but it's like, it's a lot of energy that you're exerting. It's like, try to take that passion and just try to put it out in a more healthy manner. Like I was trying to be more positive on social media. I was like, look, you take that outrage, exert it through, and this, because personally, me, I'm an active person. I love exercise. So I was like, hey, that energy, exert that through like a healthy exercise routine. Doesn't have to be anything extreme. Literally just something active to release. Yeah. Because that I'm telling you, man, that just it's
I was listening to one of the podcasts where you hurt yourself. I heard that. I'm like, this guy. It's like, dude, step back. It's like, it's okay.
Oh, when I hurt myself.
Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, when you hurt yourself, I think you were doing deadlifts or something like that. What it was?
Oh, Oh, maybe. I don't
You
know.
hurt yourself. This was like in the pandemic era. I mean, we're
Wait,
technically still are, but this was like,
was this when I went to the ER?
oh, I don't know. I think so. I
Oh.
think this was like a solo episode.
Well, when I got hurt during an exercise, I mean that's different.
Did you?
I'm just
Oh
saying
boy.
though, I'm just saying for
Yeah,
people
yeah,
that like really spend a lot of time and energy on social media, just being outraged and just lashing
yeah.
constantly,
Tell me
just
about it.
like,
Yes.
like say your piece, do it once, and then like take that just like use that energy and just put it through something more productive, more, because like
A little, yeah.
it just the way it comes out, like, because like look, I'm not trying to like point out anyone specific. I'm just saying what I see on
Mhm.
my shit. It's just like, man,
No, yeah,
like
yeah.
my
I
shit's
got
so
you.
bipolar. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, and it's like from the same people. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
lashing out about something crucial, and then minutes later, they're posting up something they're trying to promote, or some happy memory. It's like, yo, like where the fuck is your head right now? And it's like, and then they go back to like lashing out again. It's like, this is not healthy.
Right.
Like say your piece, and then if you're
Yeah.
still feeling pent up, put it through something a little more positive. Again, exercise. I always say exercise because like at the end of the task, like you feel rewarded. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, I fucking crushed it. I feel better. I'm a little more clear headed. Like it helps with
Hmm.
it's very therapeutic. But if not exercise, through some other creative medium, something, or something, just to, again, you got to exert that negative energy out in a more productive way
Yeah.
than just on the computer or online. Because it's just evident when you're more engaged on the internet, like
Yeah.
that shit affects your whole your
Yeah.
whole
Yeah. I gotta.
mentality, all that shit. So just I
Yeah. There
want
you
people to
go.
be more aware of that and just be
Take a
mindful
break.
of it.
Yeah. Take a break from the internet. Be respectful. Keep hydrated. There you go.
Well, because yeah, like, right.
That's,
I mean,
yeah.
again, this is where my
I mean,
mind
no,
always
this is true.
goes.
Yeah,
Where
this
my
is true.
mind
No,
always
because that's why.
goes.
Yeah, no, because when the thing came out, the thing.
Yeah,
Yes, people were very outraged, but then also the next post was like, listen, I know shit is like in turmoil right now, but for a hot minute, take a breath before your heart explodes and your brain melts in your head. And you know,
yeah,
my thing, like, also run away to fight another day. And I believe that. I was
yeah.
like, you know what?
You know,
Run away for now. Run away for now, then come back. The fight's still gonna be there. Don't worry about it. It ain't going nowhere.
for sure.
You
And
know?
I'll repeat
Yeah.
what me and one of my previous guests, Gia, we were saying.
Hmm.
You choose your battles. Like the things that like are like, because it's like you can only control so much. You can't,
Yeah.
so it's like, make sure the thing, just be aware of how things are affecting you. Because, right, because everyone preaches about self-care and all that shit. Well, like
Mhm.
constantly behaving this way, like lashing out and all this rage and stuff, like that's not healthy. So you got to be
Yeah,
able to,
your heart will explode eventually.
you got to,
Yeah, look at a puppy.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like
kiss a baby.
if you really want to work on your self-care, like, again, say your piece, but then like if you're still mad about something, take it and work it through something else, something more healthy, more productive.
Yeah.
Because at the end of that, you're guaranteed you'll feel better. You'll feel a little bit better. It's not gonna like make the rest of your day perfect, but it's surely more. It's healthier than just being stuck on the web. You know, so
Yeah. Yeah.
that shit, yeah.
No, yeah, that's what
But
I was
it's
like.
true.
Like,
Like what
no,
you
that's what
said
it's like.
too. You got to be respectful. So even if you disagree, I think I was trying to ultimately also add in there. If you disagree, it's like it's
Mhm.
okay to disagree on stuff.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
don't talk to me like I don't know. Like, oh, this won't sell. Well, you
that
don't tell
yeah.
me what does and doesn't sell. Like, give me
Yeah,
a break.
believe in your
Sorry, I didn't mean to
shit
go
too.
back to
How
that.
about that? How about that for
That's the, yeah, actually, I'd rather have that. Believe in what you do, because guess what? Somebody is going to like it. And somebody said my clothing is empowering. I'm like, wow, I never in a million years thought that. Empowering. It's like, this is just literally stuff I like.
Yeah.
I was like, this is just, I really like this and I'm proud to like it. If people think I'm being childish and it's just like, they roll their eyes when they see me, I'm like, I don't care. We're going to be dead soon. You think I want to be, I don't want, like when I was a kid, yeah, when I was a kid, I did not want to wear high heels and stockings. I wanted to wear boots and short dresses. It's like, that's what I wanted to wear. I wanted to cut my hair real short, be a pixie,
Yeah.
and people made me say like, oh, well, you're gonna look like a dude. I don't think dudes are
Oh,
gonna like that.
geez.
Guess what? I shaved my head. Guys still actually came up to me more, and
Yeah.
then actually women too. Women came up to me, men came up to me. I'm like, oh, so I guess it really doesn't matter. It's this, the moneymaker, el queso.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got a cute face like I do. I got great cheeks. Don't matter if you ain't got no hair.
You do have very your skin is very clear. I will say that, like, it's like you have very good, like, if you have like a conditioning routine, like it's working. If not, if it's all natural, good on you.
Yeah, my routine is don't go outside. That's my routine. Don't go outside. No, I'm like,
No, get that
I
vitamin
catch on
D.
fat.
And well,
Yeah, I know.
too much sun can damage the skin. It can for
Yeah,
some.
and
I
I
will.
feel
All
like,
right. So I will say this, and we'll close on this because I'm sure we're
okay, cool.
close to.
I'm a little hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm a little hungry.
So we will
I need some
close on
food.
this. For any creative uh person that's tuning in right now, if you're pursuing a creative endeavor, love what you're doing because it will absolutely show through your work,
Yeah,
and that will open more opportunities for you to grow as an artist or whatever it is that you're pursuing. So absolutely love what you do. That way it doesn't feel like a job.
yeah,
Even if it's like one day you want to make money off, like that's how you're gonna make money. But still, the core thing should be love what you do. It will show through your work. It will show how passionate you are about your craft, and that will draw attention and again will bring up opportunities. Um,
yeah.
and I think
And I think
that's
you
it.
should also, you might want to take a class. I don't know. You might want to learn.
There's nothing wrong. Well,
Always teach
yeah.
yourself.
Again, right?
Yeah, I just feel like,
Depending on what it is you're pursuing, because yeah, if it requires taking a lesson or two,
yeah,
take it. It's
yeah.
absolutely gonna help the growth.
I,
So don't just
oh
go
yeah,
in guns blazing, not knowing, just like, yeah,
yeah.
sure, learn some
You
basics.
might want to learn something.
Yeah,
Even if you look at a YouTube video, you're still learning. You're still
yeah,
self-teaching. You should always advance, like, you know, yeah, pretty
yeah.
much. And try to be versatile. That's another thing. Try to be versatile. Don't be that one pony wait, what do you call it? One horse show? Whatever.
I don't
Uh, yeah, that's just how
one
I
one
feel.
trick pony. One trick
Yeah,
pony.
one trick pony. Thank you very much. One trick. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, you're
well, I
correct.
think
One trick pony.
nowadays,
Yeah.
I think we're all realizing now people are very multifaceted, and it's not just one.
Yeah, you
Well,
should.
some people
Like you
have
should be
their
able to,
there are people that have their niche, and then there are people that are like jack of all trades. They master or master of none. But I mean, there are people that also indulge on other create like other things. But I think ultimately, whether you're learning the craft or not, but the ultimate goal
mhm,
should also be love what you're doing. Like learn it,
love.
and then make
Hmm.
sure you love it. Because if you're learning it and you're like, this ain't my
Yeah.
shit, then that might not be the thing. So make sure you love the thing that you're doing, love what you're
Yeah.
learning, and then
Yeah.
things will slowly come together.
Yeah. Like I said, we're living in content. We are living in a content world. There is
Yeah.
something for something on somebody that
Yeah.
they could teach you. Shoot. Yeah, I learned a lot. Like video, like whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. Whatever. I'm just saying the point is But I learned a lot from YouTube, TikTok. I'm like, holy shit. It's like, what'd you do? Let me go get that thing. And sure enough, I buy this
For sure.
thing and it just makes, it was, what was it? Oh, you know what it was? Real quick. It was a, you know how everybody loves the Apple Pen, Apple Pen, Apple Pen. Now, I am not spending money on a new tablet. No, 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 no. My Generation 1 iPad works perfectly fine. And I do a lot of image work on there. However, I would like to draw on the tablet. So somebody said, hey, get this radar pen. And that radar pen works great. Shout out to radar pen.
There you go.
It's great. It works on any tablet. I don't know. I just had to say that. So it's just like, hey, if you ain't get the money, that's another thing. If you ain't get the money, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You could circumnavigate the money part and it'll still come out great.
For sure.
Yeah. A lot of the images I worked on, that's all through my Generation 1 tablet. I just had a drawing program, and if there's something I can't really do or touch up, I'll just bring it into my laptop. Whatever.
There you go. Well, yeah, be frugal. Be frugal if you have to.
There's nothing wrong with being frugal. Well, it depends, because it's like,
well, yeah, you don't want to like spend money.
It's okay to be frugal.
Huh?
Yeah, it's okay to be frugal. It's okay to be frugal. But the thing is, whatever you're frugaling needs to match whatever price you're selling it at. So you can't be asking for $3 billion on a painting when you spent like $12 on the supplies.
Yeah, well, that's another conversation on its own.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back because we've added like so many messages that the audience can leave. But again, I'll reinforce, just love what you're doing.
One more time.
Be educated on the thing you're trying to pursue, but make sure you love it. That way it'll stick. But don't be afraid to experiment as well, right? It's all part of the process. Process. So that's what I'm gonna say. We'll close with that.
Okay, that's it.
Is there any like last minute plugins that you have like for future projects, updates?
No. The only thing I can say is like I'm doing my best to make all my screens. I got like about 10 screens. I gotta make sure they get emotional, whatever. There's a lot of images I gotta make, stickers I gotta make.
Well, just make sure
clothing.
If you're listening or if you're watching, people, make sure you follow Cali. Everything will be provided in the show descriptions.
Yeah, and I promise I'll make a bunch of stuff for everybody.
There you go.
It's gonna take time. I'm trying not to be a slacker, but I am. Right. Sorry.
We're all hustlers, and again, we all get to that point of burnout. Sometimes things slow down. It's just all part of it. There has to be a balance somewhere. So, like I know you're always on the grind. So when you have like these moments of slowing down, like I mean, and I'm just like speaking personally because I've known you for a couple of years, and I know you're working.
Yeah.
So I know when. Yeah. If I'm not seeing as many posts on your main feed, like I know you're productive in some manner. So it's don't worry about that shit. Just keep doing your shit. People will know when you're don't know when you start sharing more.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I appreciate when they give me some time and they're like, oh shit, she did the drop. I'm like, oh
yeah.
Thank God they didn't abandon me.
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll have to talk next time about I'll put it on the list. Next time we got to talk about artists who don't share their art or they abandon everybody. Yeah. Next
time. Ooh.
Yeah. I've been meaning to talk to you about that, but no, next time. No, because next time.
Yes, no, well, I'm
rated G.
I'll start when I end this recording. I'm gonna propose an idea with you, and then yeah. So anyway. Everybody that's been tuning in, thank you for joining us. I know we were all over the place, especially like with some retro vintage topics, but I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I hope you got some gems especially on the ending part of this podcast. It got real deep, but it was all good. So thanks for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Please be sure to subscribe, whether you're tuning in on podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, help it out, ring the notification bell so you can keep up with all the current releases. Again, I've been more frequent with posting more videos. And that's about it. So peace out. Oh, actually, that's not it. Be safe, stay healthy, stay aware, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, everyone.